Welcome, everyone, to the Grant Farmer After Party. So far in here, we got, of course, the guest of honor, Grant, right over there. And right down below me, we've got from across the pond, where it's literally stupid o'clock in the morning right now, we've got Mr. Rory, who's come and joining us. Once again, he used to be quite a regular a little while ago, but he sort of, I thought maybe got abducted by aliens or something, Rory. But Rory was about to embark in a delicious tale about a time he was in Canada. So you take it away, Rory.
Well, okay. Thank you very much for that, Neil. No, it's only a short story. Some years ago, I shouldn't say too many years ago, I flew to Flint, Michigan, to buy a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. And I drove it, instead of driving back through the United States to Pennsylvania, where I lived, I drove it north through Canada and back down via the Niagara Falls.
Okay.
And it was quite a trip because I was a young man at the time, and I had a young chap with me in this convertible, and we came behind this Canadian school bus. And the girls in the back went completely wild about us. They thought we were rock stars or something. So that was quite fun. And then we crossed back through, via the Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And the US customs people, they stopped me because they thought there's no way two young men should be driving this car. And they went through the whole bloody car, and I had to get my papers out and show them, no, I just actually bought this. But it was a good road trip, an excellent road trip. So there we go.
Awesome. So were they like screaming at you? Did any of them flash you? Wait, you said school bus. Never mind.
Yeah. But they seem to be quite excited. Let's put it that way.
Oh, right on. And welcome to the after party, Sam.
Hello.
Who's also over in jolly old England. And
you're up late, Rory.
I'm fine, Sam. Good to see you again. I know I've been
good to see you too.
Yeah. Cheers.
All right, hang on here.
Water, Grant, by the way. Yeah, no, I tell a lie.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Nice. I am looking to see if we have cider.
Damn it! Hang on.
Hmm?
What the hell? Oh, I'm trying to find Jen on there. There we go.
Oh, nice kitty.
Yeah, she's a nice kitty.
Oh.
All right, there you go, Jen. Link sent. But I don't know why you're going to join us because you're at school, like so. Tons of my wanted to know if the other chap was Keith Moon from
He was a musician, but no, not Keith Moon.
I suspect if when I visit the US, some Americans start going wild or whatever, it will be because they are very displeased with me appearing what with being a queer trans pagan.
Really? What was the issue?
Republicans.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
I'm visiting Texas.
Oh, I was just about to say, beware of the southern states.
Yeah.
If you're what was it, a QTP or something? Sam, what did you say it was? You were?
So I am queer, I'm trans, I'm pagan. I'm polyamorous, and various other things.
So QTPPO. I've got so
Sure.
far.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, or QTPP plus.
I'll settle for that. So
I look at it like the jars of spices you can get. Well, there's multiple spices in Sam's jar.
Mixed herbs or something.
There you go, mixed herbs. Speaking of mixed herbs, I'm getting some shit coming up in the next week. I think actually less than 3 days now. Wow. Okay, that went by really quick. It's a new kind of Bubba Kush blend that's 25% THC. The most I've got recently, the most I've had recently is like 21 is like the highest I've had recently. 21, whatever it is, 21%. Anyways,
Fair enough.
Jen, what are you doing?
Welding.
I mean, I don't know what percentage this stuff I'm holding in my hand currently is, but it's weak.
Oh, is it? It might be like one of the standard 15 to 17. How much THC is that going to make me? What do you mean? It's going to get me really baked. That's what it's going to do.
Yeah, I was about to say that is going to get you high.
Oh yeah. Well, the stuff I have right now is registered or not registered. I can't remember the word, but anyways, it's 21.
Yeah.
It's what they call this shit? Pink something. I finished all my Rockstar, which is one of my favorites because it's always 22, give or take, around here. And this stuff here, I don't know, it's called Pink Demon, I think it's called. Yeah. So
okay.
It's usually around 1920. This stuff. So
this was something that my dad referred to as, I think, lemongrass. So don't know what this is.
Well, there's a great app you can use for that called Leafly. If you download the Leafly app, it'll tell you all the different strains and on their average THC levels, and it will even bring up edibles and stuff like that. And I use it quite a bit, and it tells you what strains are very common or popular in the area that you're in too, and it'll tell you exactly which places you can go to get it.
Very handy if it was legal.
I have a
valid point.
I have a Russian friend who is into marijuana and stuff like that, and I sometimes joke at his place, brownies bake you.
Oh, brownies! Nice.
Yeah, brownies bake you at his place.
I am considering making some brownies for my best mate's 18th birthday next month. Perfect.
Are you going to do the marijuana butter version where you actually condense the THC into the butter and then make the brownies?
We've got some hash.
Oh, okay. You can do the same thing with the hash.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Or just a big chunk of hash and make it look like a brownie and see what happens when you eat.
I'm not trying to hospitalize someone, Neil.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating an entire slab of hash. You're not going to feel. Hope you're not busy for like a month.
Yeah, I mean,
it appears the hospitals are quite busy at the moment as well, Sam. So yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Very true. Yeah. No, what's really going to happen is Oh, hey, B.
Hi, B. You should join us, B.
What's really going to happen is I'll make the brownies, and then we'll get to the party. There'll be like 12 of us, and like 2 of us will eat them.
And then everyone else can point and laugh.
Pretty much. I mean, it's that party is going to be a mess anyway, because it's a bunch of 18 to 20-year-olds who are going to be sat around playing things like Spin the Bottle, Truth or Dare, and Strip Poker.
Sounds like a fun party to me.
Yeah, kind of jealous, actually.
Potentially lasting like a full weekend. So
nice.
That'll be something.
You gonna go like full swinger there, Sam, or what are you gonna do?
Possibly. I mean, I basically spent this afternoon encouraging my boyfriend to hook up with his best mate. So
Nice. Yes, marijuana in general is legal in Canada. They even put it in these nice little tubes where you can get a couple of joints in. There you go. See? It says this is a THC one. So, yep, it's all legal and shit here. So, there you go. Oops.
I have to rely on my neighbour for my supply, but he grows it, and it's not
Nice.
bad.
Nice. Most homegrown reaches about a level of about 14 to 15. Just so you know.
see,
Which is good enough.
I get mine off my dad, and I know the guy who my dad gets it off, but it's just easier to get it off my dad.
Yeah, why not?
I have no idea what the legal status is in Minnesota right now. I think it might have been decriminalized or something like that. I don't remember.
At 11? Well, problem is, Jen, I don't know what 11 for you, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that would be like an hour and 15 minutes from now.
Well, I planned on ending with this one tonight somewhere around the 8:30 range, so because I got a little bit of homework I got to do before I go to bed.
So what time would that be?
Well, 8:30 for me is 12:30 your time.
All right. Yeah, I should be on later tonight. It's been fun. I'm sorry I can't talk too much. School is just ending now, so
Okay.
I'm gonna hang up because the Wi-Fi is really bad here. But yeah, it's nice seeing all of you. Hello, goodbye, and
Yep.
I'm out of here.
See you later, man. All right.
Grant.
Yeah.
I noticed you were talking about your. I think it was your first cousin once removed.
Yep.
And I was rather impressed by that because I thought, this is probably somebody who knows their family because generally told family history because generally when you hear people talk like that you think they know what a first or second cousin is and how many removes there are. So are you into that sort of thing out of interest?
I know far more about my family than most people know about their own families. Yeah.
Well, that's why I kind of guessed you might. Yeah. No, good for you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I have some fun trying to explain connections to my family because the person I call my auntie is actually my second cousin, and the people I call my cousins are actually second cousins once removed.
If there's generational slippage, that kind of can make more sense.
I have no idea how that shit works, and I really don't care.
There.
I know who my cousins are, and I know who my aunts and uncles are, and I know who my family is. So, but this once removed kid, I don't know.
See, the thing around here is who you refer to as auntie and uncle only indicates who your mum's friends are. That's about it.
Yeah, it was like that a lot when I grew up too. It was Auntie Sharon's coming over, which was absolutely no relation, just happened to be a friend of my mom's.
So Neil, you're not impressed that I know that me and my father,
the whole remove thing.
My father and I went and tracked down. I believe it was, from my perspective, he'd be my second cousin twice removed when he was living in Vancouver.
Wait. Yeah, watch what you
say that again. What?
Yeah, watch what you say, Neil. Because there are obviously three people.
We were able to track down my second cousin twice removed. He was second cousin of my grandmother, and then twice removed to get down to me. And he was living in Vancouver at the time, even though he was originally from Iceland.
Oh, don't know.
He doesn't live in Vancouver anymore. He moved back to Iceland.
Oh, okay. Probably a good idea.
So that's the kind of level of genealogy stuff that my father and I have been able to go through at times, tracking down.
That's quite cool. My My nana did a bunch of genealogy stuff, so I know a bunch of random facts about our family.
I like this. Hash your troubles away, flavored brownies. Doesn't come with health insurance. Wait, we got this question here. So, wants to know where we stand on the Star Wars Star Trek debate. Is there a debate? I like them both, so I don't really care.
I feel like comparing the two is like comparing a sci-fi and a space western.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what they are.
It doesn't matter to me. I like them
I
all.
mean, I kind of by default have to go Star Wars because I've never seen Trek, but it's on my list of to watch.
Oh, there's a lot of really good stuff in Star Trek.
Oh yeah, most of my family are Trekkies, so I know a decent bit of Trek lore by osmosis, but I have never actually seen like a full episode of Trek in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a joke in Futurama about that debate, talking about the Star Trek Wars and the Star Wars Trek. You not familiar with Futurama?
I don't remember that.
Okay. It was from earlier in the show's run.
Yeah.
Oh.
With this sort of stuff, it will quickly become apparent that I spend the majority of my life not having a TV license and so not watching TV.
Well, good for you, Sam.
Yeah, it resulted in me doing a lot of reading.
I can't believe how much we pay for a TV license in England and how little we actually get from it. You know, it's ridiculous.
It does seem a bit silly, yes. Like, to the point where I'm considering moving in with a couple of my friends once we all have stable sources of income. And we sat down and discussed it, and we were like, so, do we want to pay for a TV license, or do we want to just piggyback off one of our parents' Netflix accounts?
Yeah.
Well,
I
there
don't
you
have
go.
any antennas hooked up to any TV in my house. I just have it hooked up to video game systems and streaming services.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Well, I got regular cable too, but I
don't have
barely
cable
ever.
at
I
all.
barely ever. Only when there's hockey.
Yeah, my dad has a TV license, and about the only thing we use it for is like watching NCIS.
I used to like that show.
What's the situation in Canada, Neil, by the way? Do you have to pay a fixed fee to receive broadcasts?
Well, we pay for our cable, yeah.
Oh, right. But you don't pay it to the government?
Well, no, we pay to the cable companies.
Right, okay. Because we have to pay our TV license to the government in England.
We don't have to pay the government fuck all. They
Right.
can
The
they
taxes,
get taxes.
taxes cover the CRTC, which many Canadians here like to call the Can't Recognize True Canadians Department.
Yes.
But they are the regulator for anything goes on television and radio, and they work with Department of Communications. But they're mostly focused on things like telephones and television and radio.
Oh, hey, welcome Randolph and welcome B.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
How are you? Nice
Hey.
to meet you, Grant. I've never talked to you before. I don't think I've seen you anywhere, but maybe.
I've been
So-
he's
on a
probably
couple after.
he's
I've
probably
been on a
watched
couple
you.
after
He
parties.
watches a lot of atheists doing YouTube videos.
Oh. Probably if I'm on Neil's, though. Yeah. It's true. Shannon just said in Granny's stream that everybody meets on Neil's after parties.
Oh yeah,
Shannon Q?
that's about right.
Yeah.
That reminds me actually. Shannon's awesome. But
Yeah, she's great.
I just I just scheduled
I thought you locked it up.
Arden of Eden.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. She's going to be on in May. On May, I think the 4th. I think. Let me just double check. And she said to me, she goes, "Yeah, apparently coming on your show is like a rite of passage."
Right. Yeah, you're not really an atheist until you've deconverted on Neil's. Right.
That's right. That's right.
This is
Right.
the place to be.
Yeah, Arden of Eden for Tuesday, May 4th, 5 p.m. Pacific. Well, they're always at 5 p.m. now.
Neil, in the future, when I start interviewing people, you'll be welcome to run the after parties. I'll send people there.
Wait, what?
What?
In the future, when I start doing a few interviews with people, if you want to run the after parties, I'll send people to you.
That's not a bad idea. He's after party king.
You want me to do your after parties?
If you like, yeah. You're good at these.
Like what? I don't really do much. I just let people go ham, right? Just,
well, you do it perfectly.
Everyone just go fucking.
That's what I do on my
perfectly.
streams now. We get the topic out of the way, and then I just let people go crazy. And sometimes I'll like walk away and make dinner, go pee, get some coffee, come back, and just jump into wherever they are. I just let them go.
Oh yeah, we just do all sorts of chatting on your channel, B, don't we?
Yeah, a long time no see, Sam. It's been
all of like
24
12 hours.
Oh, I'm not going to type it. Well, Ryan's got to go. Nice of you to. Well, no, hang on. There we go. Nice of you to drop by, Ryan. We'll see you next time. Have a great sleep, my friend.
Bye, Ryan.
Take care.
Bye, Ryan V. I don't know who that person is. Where are we at, Randolph? What's going on over there?
Oh, I'm putting in.
Well, I know what he's doing, Neil. We talk about this all the time. He comes on my streams and we watch him. Go ahead.
Well, these straight-looking 2x4s really are straight. I've been very careful to make sure that with extra measuring, but well,
that's where'd you find those? We don't have those
twice,
down here.
Cut once.
Oh, they're all over the place here in Canada. You just got to come up here and buy them, I guess.
Yeah, we still have trees, B. That's why.
Yeah, we have to import our wood. I think it warps on the way, because usually you go to the store these days and everything just looks like this when you look down at it. It's horrible.
Well, if you're building a house with that design, that's okay.
This one.
Yeah. If you want like curve house or
2 pieces here, I had to put shims in because the wood wasn't curved. I wanted wood that's a little bit warped, and I could not find the pieces I needed. So I had to get shims. So it's nice if they're already
They
bent.
got them all in the States, Randolph. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you need clamping advice, you talk to my brother. That fucker can clamp some shit and make. I mean, we had 2 2x6s with the centerpiece for a header, and with the plywood in the center, and he clamped and nailed and clamped and nailed, and these boards were, I'm telling you, they were like bananas. And he got them almost exactly straight. I was amazed. I was just standing there watching him, shaking my head like, how are you even doing that right now?
Yeah, so like the window there managed to get everything in pretty straight, but it took a lot of work to really get things lined up right.
Yeah,
So,
windows can be a pain. It looks good though, man. Looks
that
great.
was a good pun, by the way. I like that.
Okay, we're not putting the pool table anywhere near the window.
You're going to get us into trouble. You talk about the maple syrup, and then you talk about the pool table. You gotta get a filter on all this stuff. Come on.
Yeah, don't tell people what you guys are doing in there. Shh, mum's the word.
Yeah, actually, a pool table is a good idea.
We won't tell anybody about the grow station and the processing station.
Even all over Canada, no matter where you go, we still use the expressions 2x4s, 2x6, 2x2.
Oh, really?
They're universal.
Yeah.
So everybody, you can go to Europe, they'll do it there too.
Really?
That's just how that works.
And you see, it's an American invention, so you know it's not actually 2 inches by 4 inches. It's actually 1.5 by 3.5.
Yeah. Sometimes
so,
you'll get
2x4.
Sometimes you get a little extra, and you get 3 3/4.
So of course 2x4 is the correct name for it.
That's what I tell her, anyways.
You tell her it's an extra 1/4 inch? I wouldn't say that, Neil.
Just it says a little extra 1/4 inch there.
It's the same in England. You buy 2x4s timber, and you buy 8x4.
It's global
sheets.
Neil, is that length or width?
Oh, both.
Because it matters. If it's width, then good job.
It's all about the girth.
I was helping some buyers from China buy a whole bunch of lumber for helping one of my clients get all this going a number of years ago.
Right.
And they were looking at, why is it called a 2x4 when it's not 2 inches by 4 inches? Oh, what is this? They were so confused by the imperial system because they're all completely metric in China.
Right. Well, if they cut it down, they'd have to, like, the signs would have to be huge, like 1.5 49999923 by 3.4999.
38 by 89. Actually, the Chinese call it 38 by 88, but that's because they like the number 8 so much. But so they're pulling the same stuff.
But I tore down. I helped tear into a wall of a house. We didn't tear the house down, but we were improving it, and it had actual 2x4s in it. It was so weird. They were square and everything.
No, it was a good conversion. That was actually very helpful.
38 by 88.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's easier to say 38 by 88.
38 by 88.
I think it's easier to say 2x4.
Well, yeah, I mean, but in metric, you just have a whole pile of 8s. They're really happy.
Oh my God! You
Try
mean
to
we
stay
did
away from
something
number
right
4.
over here?
It's superstition for death. So 8 means wealth, and so that's why in Chinese culture, number 8 is liked so much, and the number 4 is disliked.
Really? It's interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I hate 1 because it's the loneliest number.
I think I'm gonna write a song.
Maybe call it 0's the loneliest number. Because
Go ahead.
It's not even a
Let me
number.
know how it works out for you.
Because it's not even a number; it's a concept.
I used to have a GMC Suburban, and you could get 8x4 sheets in the back of that if you took the rear seats out.
I have a Suburban, and I do just that with it a couple of weeks ago. So
well, Randolph, it was amazing because I brought mine over to England with me, and I'd turn up at the lumber yard and put these sheets in, and the local builders couldn't believe it because they didn't fit because they could hardly get that in the back of their vans.
you could put like 40 or 50 of them in there, and the Suburban can easily carry it.
Well, also, Randolph, I went to a local plumber's supply, and I got 3 meter lengths of copper piping, and the local plumbers couldn't get that on their roofs hardly, or they had to put them on their roof. So
sounds like the Suburban is the right vehicle for that kind of work everywhere.
But Rory, over there, aren't all the vehicles smaller, and we make everything big because it's American? It has to be. Is that so? You bring it over there, and it's large for the common size over there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a Suburban in England is a big vehicle.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
You park next to a Range Rover, and the owner goes, "Oh my God, look at the size of that!"
And they were the big guys on the block, but now you're like, look how big mine is.
So,
right?
Rory, if those sheets fit, I'm going to guess that you got the extended model like I did.
Yeah, it was a standard one back in 1996, showing my age.
Mine's a 2012.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. But yeah, same space.
Yep.
Hi, Christian. Nice to see you in the chat. I haven't seen you around for a while. I heard you were kind of taking a break from this shit. So.
Christian! I looked at his name and it took me a second because I haven't seen him in so long. I couldn't think of who it was.
It's the name Watkins that comes to mind for me that stands out. The family name. I think he's got a.
So this one's for me and Sam.
Oh.
Video games that you really like and utterly hate. I really don't play a lot of video games. So ones that I really like though are Batman: Arkham Asylum.
You don't play many video games. What could be more important than
Spider-Man?
What could be more important than video games? Oh wait, you covered that in the previous stream. Okay.
So
Mario
Kart. I have tons of video games.
I would have to go with Pokemon or Minecraft because those are the ones I actually play for the ones I like. And for the ones I hate, any first-person shooter, my reflexes are too bad for that, too dyspraxic for that shit.
I don't have the patience for it, Sam. I lose it, man. I'm like, because I'll be playing and somebody kills me. I'm like, and then I repopulate, regenerate, whatever they call it.
Respawn.
And then what's that?
Respawn.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. One of those. and then I'm like, oh, good. And I go to pick stuff back up, or whatever. Find somebody shoots me. I'm like, damn. And then and that's how my life is. And like, I don't know if I have a target on my back. soon as I respawn, I'll just be killed. So I don't even bother.
Yeah, there's assholes that do that. They hang out at the spawning area,
Bloody
and as soon as
campers.
somebody pops in, they just blow them away.
Yeah, and then they take your shit and then they blow you
Yeah.
away because it's fun, right?
Yeah, I never play those first-person shooters or stuff like that. I play are more
Arguments.
turn-based games, puzzle games, those types of things for myself.
Oh yeah, I used to like Heroes
like
of Might and
those.
Magic. I used to play that one quite a bit. Got very tired of the arguments, like the theist arguments, or you're talking about arguing in the community, because there's a lot of that.
Oh, that happens, yeah.
Yeah.
I just try to stay out of all of it. I just
Yeah,
tell
I do
everybody I
too.
love you no matter what. It's not because it's I'm not in it, so I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, I kind of just, unless it's something that's really, really horrifying, I usually will just be like, you fuckers deal with that shit and don't drag it into my shit, right? So
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a line where it goes past the morals. You get into the moral issues, and then you got to say something. But
yeah, especially if it's in regards to people I care about, then I'll go off the fucking rails.
like who?
Like just anyone that I care about.
Oh, that you care about. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's like, then I come swinging.
Right.
This is fair.
I'm the same way.
I have been highly amused this week by the amount of times that Richard Dawkins, someone who I do not follow on Twitter, has appeared on my timeline.
Oh yeah. Oh, you saw that? Fucking the first one? It's like, fuck, Dawkins, what are you doing, man? Like, if you stir the shit pot, you're gonna have to lick the spoon eventually. Like, and then he came up with that apology, or sort of, I don't know. I personally, I wouldn't call it an apology. I would call it more of an attempt at a clarification.
I would call it an attempted excuse.
Well, when I think back of everything that Dawkins has done, it just seems like recently he's kind of gone off the rails a little. But I can't see him being intentionally trying to. Well, maybe, I don't know, but maybe in his old age he might be nowadays. But
Quite possibly. I mean, I have a few different gripes with his work consistently through his life, but recently it's just all been in the shit.
Yeah. Well, I've enjoyed his books. Don't get me wrong. I like The Blind Watchmaker. I like The Selfish Gene. I thought those are really good works, personally.
I've not read the whole of The Selfish Gene, but it seemed decent from what I read of it.
Mm-hmm. He's he's one of the leaders in that field anyway, so.
Yeah.
But
I do think that
people are still people.
True, and a lot of the shit that's come out of his Twitter recently has been
it's been brutal.
Yeah. And it's been especially like anti-trans, and I'm just sat here like,
yeah,
that's not going to end well for you.
No, it's not.
Nope.
I was going to ask Sam, what? Because I've missed out on this one. What's he done to cause so much grief?
Richard Dawkins, anti-trans.
So over the last few months, he's been increasingly frequently posting anti-trans stuff, up to the point where he tried to make a tweet asking people to discuss the academic merits of allowing men to pretend they're women.
Mm. Yeah, which when I saw that, I was like, what?
It sounds to me like he's got sorely outdated, old-fashioned thinking that is not informed properly.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, people have
I feel like asking people to have an academic discussion on Twitter was probably his first mistake.
Yeah. So that answers the question I asked Christian earlier.
Yes.
Toxicity in the community. Yeah, it seems to be running rampant these days.
I think people are inside too much and are spending too much time online.
Yeah, that could be. It's starting to get to people. Decent, loving people. Yeah, well, we try to be. Which is more.
Atheism only answers one question.
Yep, that's right.
Doesn't really say anything about anything else.
That's right. That's right. It addresses one thing and one thing only.
Well,
And
I have noticed things have got a little bit more vibrant, shall we say, since the lockdown regarding Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
People get crazy on my Twitter. I just unfollow them. I'm not even. I don't have time for it.
Yeah,
I just get rid of the
exactly.
drama people, and I don't have to deal with them.
I just don't get it.
I see Twitter arguments, and I will occasionally engage in them because it can be funny. But a lot of the time, I'm just like, most of the time, I'm just like, fuck it, mute.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mute shit. People are tagging me left, right, and center. These are people I don't even follow. Right? And I'm like, what the mute conversation? I don't even know what the fuck this is about.
I encountered some of these weird super straight people recently, so I was kind of playing with them.
Oh, yeah.
I was pretending to be completely clueless about it because I want them to come out and state exactly what their view is, and they're coming so close to it, but they're not quite doing it because they know.
My favorite thing about people, my favorite thing about super straight people is that if you've got a super straight man, that includes trans men in his dating pool, and I don't think he wants that.
I think we should start changing it and try to control the narrative here. Replace the name super straight with stupid straight. Let's make this a thing.
It works
Stupor
for me.
straight, like they're in a stupor.
Even better. Stupor straight. Because they'll mishear it all the time.
To quote the great, I didn't know you were knighted, Randolph. Randolphus Richardson, the third.
It is
It is a response to a single
question. Actually, it was
Canadian
Neil who
noises
said that.
follow.
That was the best part. Thank you, Chris.
But I'll take the designation. When do I meet the Queen?
I wasn't the first to say that, Randolph. I heard that years ago.
Yeah, but I've heard it from you. I haven't heard it from others. That's why I'm saying from my experience. So if you heard it from others, that's fine.
I think the first person I heard say that was Seth Andrews, probably about 6 years ago, somewhere 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, Seth Andrews is great. I like his presentation style. It's very calm, very matter of fact, and he has a very clear voice.
Yes, he does. He does. Yeah, people really enjoyed the episode where I had him on. They said it was like two of the most soothing voices in the atheist community.
Okay, I can add a third to that by bringing in Oz from Tart.
Oz, not Oz. Not Oz.
You haven't heard him read the sexy Bible stuff. Once you hear that, it's a total different. It's a game changer, man.
It's Mike.
Hey, Neil.
Costa Mike.
Oh, Mike's the one doing that? Okay. Yeah, he's got a good voice too.
Yeah. Hey, Neil, have you had Bearfeld on your channel at all?
Have I had who?
Bearfeld, one of Ocean and Wolf's buddies.
No, I don't think so.
People's reaction to his voice is very similar to the reaction to Seth Andrews' voice.
Oh, wow, cool. So he's got a good radio kind of voice. See, I got a face for radio, so I don't know why I go live on here.
Same.
So.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
Purely for Randolph's information, my wife and I have actually had the pleasure of having lunch with the Queen.
Oh, wow. I'm curious. Did you have to rehearse some procedures for dealing with cutlery and stuff beforehand, or is it pretty casual?
Well, the tables are all laid out for you, but obviously, yes, you have to lift the right utensil at the correct time. Otherwise, you get.
But they know that there, Randolph.
They slap you with a stick.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. It sounds very royal. The royal stick. Yeah. I guess.
Pain in my hand.
Yeah, because I've heard that when people go to eat with the Queen, there's somebody will quietly review with them privately, just quickly review what the procedures are, and so they don't make a fool of themselves and all this kind of stuff. So that's why I was curious if you were presented with that.
Well, the interesting thing is, Randolph, I mean, I don't think she really gave a damn. You know, she was just there to have a bit of fun, and she's not looking around checking on everyone whether they lay their napkin on their laps at the right time or not. You know,
I don't think it's because she would be doing that. I think it's because the stuff, when it gets televised, it becomes important that everybody's following the rules.
Oh, I wasn't televised, thank God.
Oh, okay. Wow, that sounds like a delight. So, well, hey, congratulations to you and your wife. That must have been a real thrill. That must have been a delightful thrill.
I feel like the Queen is one of few people who really gives no shits anymore.
Do you think she ever did?
Well, I think she probably did at some point in her life, not in the time I've been alive.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, that hasn't been very long, Sam. Sorry to say. But, I mean, good for you, but bad for you.
How long were you?
Yeah, well,
I feel it coming on.
How long were you and your wife visiting with the Queen that day, and were there other people there as well?
No.
It was a lunch and a marquee, Randolph.
Okay.
And she drew up. We were in a line. She gave a glance at my wife, actually, because I think she rather liked my wife's hat. So she kind of gave her a wink. But apart from sitting down with lunch, we were at the sort of the neck. Interestingly, it wasn't like a top table thing. She was just there with other tables around us, and we were fairly close. But
it was very casual.
Yeah, very casual.
That's really nice.
But a lot of fun, I have to say.
Did you overhear any state secrets you would like to share?
Not that I can remember.
Rory, don't answer that question, because people can detect inflections in your tone sometimes, and you won't even know it.
And all of a sudden, there's a beating on his door.
They're here with the royal sticks.
You bastard!
They're showing up with the royal sticks.
Yeah. MI5.
MI5 would like a word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jenna! Look, we got great people popping in here.
I just got to say to Christian Watkins here, as hilarious as that is, I do appreciate the humor. Thank you. It is.
I ain't worse than you, pal, so forget it.
I'm opposed to the idea of there being a leader of atheism. Anybody who would proclaim to be a leader of atheism in any kind of general way, I would be rejecting it publicly if it came up. There's no popes, there's no clergy, there's none of that nonsense.
I think that we should proclaim Odin the leader of atheism.
I object to that too. Don't act surprised, because you're not.
I don't know. Odin's kind of a badass. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, he did. It was who got rid of the frost giants? Oh, that was Thor. It wasn't Odin.
Thor.
It was Thor. Yeah.
Thor.
Odin makes beer.
Yeah.
There's a beer company.
Mind you, Odin did hang himself to learn how to write. So
there you go.
An illiterate deity. Cool. Obviously not omniscient.
No comments.
Hi, God equals the square root of -1.
Yeah, the Asatran brand alternative to MI5 might be knocking on your door if you say anything. All right, Jenna, I object to that. You can come on stream and challenge me. I dare you.
I agree. Girls rule.
Oh, I agree with the last
Girls
part.
do rule.
Definitely.
Boys drool.
Girls rule.
Over
boys
all
rule.
those girls.
What are we, fucking 8? Girls rule, boys drool. Like cooties. What?
You started it, Neil.
No, I didn't. Jenna did.
I mean, Jenna started it, Neil.
That's funny.
And you see me disappear and kicks me.
I'm going to get back to the playground.
Wait a minute. Who started it?
Jenna started it.
Well, all of you fight this out. I'm going back to the playground here.
The playground? You didn't tell me we were putting a playground in the studio.
Well, what the hell's a pool table for?
Oh, that's fair. Can we put a sprinkler too? I want to run through the sprinkler.
See, I thought you were going to say.
On the lawn.
I thought you were going to say that the playground was so that you could put the pre-suppers in the sandpit.
And bury them like cat poop.
What was that old rhyme? Sugar and spice and all things nice. That's what little girls are made of.
Yes.
Kind of
Remember
makes
that?
me want to eat.
Such
Oh
a
wait,
lie. Some of them are just plain old psycho. I know because I've dated a lot of them.
oh me too.
A lot of the some. Oh, Neil got the other half I didn't get. Thanks, Neil.
One girl's mom literally thought I was Satan, which I thought was kind of funny.
Oh, that's great. Nobody accused me of that.
Oh, I'm yet to have that, so I'm sure if my non-binary partner's parents found out I existed, I would be accused of being Satan.
Well, he said sugar and spice and everything. And I said, "Geez, it makes me kind of want to eat them." And I thought, "Oh wait, that's going down a rabbit hole."
Yeah, some people are.
Rabbit hole. I don't see. Go out of control. I can't steer the ship anymore.
This has gone too far.
Well, that's a bit of a thing, isn't it?
Oh my God, Neil. That's too much, man.
Jenna wants to walk on the concrete, not be buried under it.
Public. Yeah, did you see that? Well, because Mice said earlier, Randolph poured concrete. Bye, Jimmy Hoffa. Yeah. Okay.
That was the running gag that Randolph was hiding bodies in the backyard and covering them.
Right. It's not true. He's not Italian. I know how to pour concrete, though. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know, Oz has been calling me the godfather of atheism lately, and Jenna Miyu has some interesting theories. If they're both on here, maybe they can exchange notes at some point.
Well, I could send Jenna a link, but she may or may not join. It's been a while since she's been in. See, we're going to try the old Jewish mother guilt trip.
Yeah, hint. I'll help you, Neil. Come on, Jenna. We need some more estrogen in here besides Sam.
This is fair.
I love you, Sam. You know I do.
I know. No, it's just estrogen. Not yet. Give it time.
Yeah. Well,
give it time. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you know, we
have some.
We already have some in your system. It just depends on how much you have. Like every female in my family has very high testosterone levels, so we're very hairy. I don't know if that's an Italian thing or what. But we also have bulky muscles even when we don't work out. It's weird.
I am aware that I'm aware that relatively speaking, my estrogen levels are high, like for an assigned male at birth person.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
That's exactly what I meant. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Thank you for backing up my statement.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I'm your standard het cis fucking dude with massive amounts.
No, actually, you're not, because the typical one that you just described, typical, is an asshole and only cares about himself and doesn't agree with trans and blah 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 blah. So you are atypical, sir.
There is a reason that we have the subreddit. Are the straights okay?
I hope I'm in the good section.
Christian
you guys
said
are secretly behind my back. You're like, that Neil guy's a fucking poser, piece of shit.
Christian said he'll take a link if they are hot and fresh. That's how I like my buns and my women.
And your buns on your women. But Christian, all right. Message me then, real quick, there, Christian, because I have no idea where you're. Probably way down.
Are you?
I'd have to scroll for an hour and a half to find you in my messages.
See, right there, you can tell.
Go on, sorry,
Sam. Friends.
Go ahead, Sam.
I was going to say Neil probably DMs lots of people given the number of people on the show.
Oh yes. I
was going to say you could tell your popularity on YouTube by your DM in your Twitter, your DMs.
Oh my god!
I don't have that many. It only takes a couple scrolls for me to go through all mine. I think 4.
Yeah, same.
It used to be 1, so I've quadrupled in the last year.
Wow! Holy shit!
No, you're the best, Jenna. You are the best. I love Jenna. She's a good egg.
Still hasn't seen it. Fuck, Dark Matter still hasn't seen my message.
He's too busy. Doesn't have time for us little people.
Well,
Neil's-
2 people have spoke to him for me about this, and they said, "Oh, he sent me." And he just still hasn't fucking looked.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
On Saturday, about noon your time, are you up to anything?
I'll probably be at band.
Fair enough. I was just going to say, I am planning to do a stream on my channel around that time.
Oh, okay.
When? What day?
Saturday, around noon Pacific.
Oh, I'll be at work until I find a new job, and then I won't be at work on that day.
Neil, I
anymore.
think he's wanting to ask you to do the after party.
Now, see, there will not be an after party because the starting time is like 8 p.m. my time, and in the evening I'm going to want to spend time with partners. So, you know. But the reason for the stream is my birthday.
Oh!
Cool. We should do 2, so I can be in on one Saturday night, if possible. We'll see. Maybe we'll do one without you.
That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Well,
Happy birthday, Sam. Where's Sam? Oh, Sam's off with their partners, but happy birthday anyways. Here's the stream.
Doing the birthday.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not going anywhere with that one. Sorry.
Yep. Happy forthcoming birthday, Sam.
I thank you. I won't be only just an adult anymore. I'll be only just an adult and a bit.
Christian. He's
All
on
the
a roll
atheist
tonight, isn't he?
content creator Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
I have all of them in my DMs too. All 3 of the ones you
I have
mentioned.
Shannon in my DM. She just ignores me though, so I quit messaging her. No, she does. But
She
I mean,
ignores
it's
about
fine. I know she's
90%.
busy. Like she
I'm
works full time, and she's a mom full time, and she does content full time. So I know she's busy, but I just leave her alone now.
Yeah, Shannon's
Brian!
a good lady. And I'm in
She's great.
a couple of different chats with her and others like Vice Rhino and Paul and all the Thomas Westbrook, you know, all the regulars.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I really don't. I feel like a moron in those ones because like nowhere near the level of intelligence those people are.
I feel like that
animal.
a lot. I'll have people on, like I had Arda on the other night, and she was just like, da, 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 da. She's brilliant and well spoken, and she cares about people, and I just felt like a little peon on my own stream. Like all these people are talking this shit around me, and I'm going, I don't know. I just run the streams. People try to like talk to me, but I'm like, dude, I don't debate. And they're like, why don't you debate? Because I don't know shit, and I'll admit it. I'm not going to go on and act like I know something I don't know. That's where people make that mistake. You know, they think that this much is enough to have a debate with. It's not enough.
Oh, this is a great question. As a matter of fact, let's do Around the Horn.
Okay.
Mikey ain't fucking here. This is a game we do now.
What is the question? I missed it.
Hang on. I'm getting to it. Hey, Christian.
Christian.
Good to see you after all this time.
I wasn't trying to be competitive, Christian. I was trying to be like a singular, you know, like what's the word where we have that in common, you know, a commonality.
I almost believe you. It's okay.
All right. I feel like Richard Dawkins trying to explain himself now.
At some level.
No, wait,
Okay, here it is. Round the Horn. Okay, and the question provided today for us by our wonderful sponsor, Canadian Olyman. Not really a sponsor, but anyway, the question was actually directed at me. But let's ask this of everybody: if you could interview or be interviewed by any late night personality from the last 60 years, who would it be?
Oh, that's tough.
No. When I point to you, when I say your name, then you can fucking talk, okay? All right, so
Get off my lawn.
let's do it this way because Christian just joined us. Let's let Christian go first for this one. So who do you think it would be?
I was gonna rejoin on my computer because I hate doing this on my phone. Can I be last?
Okay, if you want to do that, then get the fuck out of here, get on your computer, and come back in.
Fuck you too.
Okay, I'm leaving then.
All right, then we'll go. I guess we'll go down the line here. Grant, who would you choose if you could interview or be interviewed by a late night personality host? Who from the last 60 years? Who would it be?
I'm kind of fond of the presentation of Stephen Colbert. Actually,
Stephen Colbert. He's good.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's funny.
He does not shy away from religion when he talks about it at all.
Nope.
That's an interesting thing about him with hosts. He will talk about it.
Yeah.
So that is actually kind of interesting, but probably wouldn't talk about religion. Probably just sci-fi fantasy nerd stuff because he's a nerd like that.
Is he a believer? I think he still has a belief, but he's just not really religious.
He is openly Catholic, I believe, and
I think so. Yeah.
He says he's a very bad Catholic.
he's nominally Catholic. He professes it, but he doesn't necessarily take it seriously. It seems.
Probably. So he's probably like a secular Catholic.
Yeah.
All right, Rory, who would you pick?
Well, it depends how you define a late night personality. But if I were to pick one, I would say Rush Limbaugh, the late Rush Limbaugh.
What?
You also a fan
Yeah.
of BDSM?
Wow. Rush
No,
Limbaugh. What? Oh my goodness.
Goodness, Randolph. He muted his own ears, but not ours.
Holy shit.
That was something.
I thought that might be quite fun.
Rush Limbaugh? But the guy was a fucking prick.
Douchebag.
Well, exactly. So why not take the interview?
Oh, I see. All right. Maybe put him through the ringer. All right.
Yeah.
It depends on if you can force him to answer.
All right. What about you, B?
I'm gonna have to throw the female card on the table because there's so many male personalities out there, and you don't find very good, very many female reporters and people that ended up doing like interviews and stuff. So I think the person I would want to pick is Barbara Walters because she spoke to so many people.
Yeah.
Like she met a lot of people, and I'd love to be able to pick her brain about, who they were,
Right.
off camera and as people. Just curious.
Yeah. Interesting. That's not a bad choice at all. Barbara had some, I seen growing up, my mom and dad used to watch her all the time doing her interviews. She interviewed a lot of fucking people. So that would be a great conversation.
I don't even know thousands of like world leaders and top people of companies and stars, and she's just interviewed. So it would be like, I feel like if you get 1,001 if I did that.
Yeah. Interesting. What about you, Randolph?
Well,
Put the fucking drill away, all right? God damn it. Or mute yourself before you start drilling.
Oh, did I forget to mute this time? I apologize.
Yeah, he does it on my stream sometimes too.
I've been trying to remember to do it every time. I apologize for missing out on that. Being interviewed by Jon Stewart of The Daily Show would be a heck of a lot of fun. Barbara Walters is somebody I'd like to interview as well. But I think what would probably be a lot more interesting for the nighttime audience would be to interview Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
He'd be an interesting guy to interview.
Well, Ellen Jur said, B, she's not a late night personality, neither is Rush Limburger.
Limpburger.
Well,
but they had interviews of her up in the afternoon/evening. I think that's close.
In your defense, B, it would depend on the time zone.
See, jerk.
With,
Ha!
yeah, that
Oh,
that does kind of
always.
lead into my answer, though, Randolph.
Yeah,
I was going off
it's
Australian
always
time.
evening somewhere. All right, Sam, you're up. What do you feel, my friend?
Neil, do you count? You're late night where I am.
That is true.
Ooh. Late night personality. Yeah.
Sure.
Neil has a personality.
And I've
So,
interviewed Neil once. It was an April Fool's prank. So he
And
had a
things-
mystery guest, and he was the mystery guest, so he needed someone to interview. Well, that was me.
Yeah.
So,
And since Neil's already interviewed me, I guess I'd have to be the one interviewing Neil. But there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm honored.
Hey,
Right.
Neil, I should do that.
What's that?
I should get you on one of my streams and interview you.
Could do that. Sure, I'm always game for that.
Well, because first of all, you're brilliant, and you're second of all, you're great to talk to, and third of all, you have also talked to a lot of atheists in the community, and you can throw some opinions out there or ideas or thoughts. We should do
Or
that,
just random garbage.
or just
I'm
random shit
really
like
good
the
at
rest of
random
my
garbage.
streams are. But they're fun.
they
All
are
right,
fun.
so
I don't do
think
after parties. I just stream after. My entire streams are after parties.
we get the question now, and I'm kind of covering Christian up. So, what's your choice, Christian?
Well, I thought of 3. Is that cheating?
No. I don't think Oleman even said, gave a number. So I think
Oh,
you
okay,
pick whatever you want.
I mentioned 3, so you're clear.
Well, the joke answer is Riley Reid.
Okay.
She is a late night personality for me.
Mhm.
But outside of that, I would say Craig Ferguson and Johnny Carson. We might too.
Ooh,
Johnny Carson.
I had thought about Carson actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed it.
very long running show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 'cause those are not bad choices at all. I was always a huge fan of David Letterman. Just because he was a fucking nut. He was just a whack job. Right?
Yeah, he was a goofball. He was hilarious.
So,
Total goofball.
so if you think back to Stephen Colbert's days on The Daily Show, he's a perfect replacement to follow Letterman.
He's not at all like Letterman, in my opinion.
No, he's not. But if he was from acting like he did on The Daily Show, he'd be perfect.
All right, fair enough. And the only other one I would have said would have been Johnny Carson as well.
Yeah.
Of course, Christian, if you picked Ed McMahon, because he wasn't like the star of the show, he probably spent more time around the stars they interviewed.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
probably.
Johnny. You
Ed
are
McMahon
correct.
was like a really friendly, walk up and talk to people kind of person, from what I saw.
Yeah, he was. He
Yeah.
was. I don't think he's alive anymore, but
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Wait.
He'd be if he is, he's OAF. Like really.
Neil, talking of Jerry Springer, did you know that his father-in-law ejected from an aircraft?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe during the Korean War. And there's a watchmaker based in England called Bremont, and they actually they make if you're into mechanical timepieces, they make a watch called the MB2 and the MB1, which is only available to people who have ejected from aircraft. And
Wow.
Yeah, and he actually, on one of his shows, he presented his father-in-law with this watch that he'd only found that they made them because he visited London one time and was interested. And the guy goes, "Oh, these are only available to people who've ejected from aircraft." And Jerry Springer says, "Hold on a minute, I think my father-in-law did that." And the salesman said, "What's his ejection number?" And he rang his wife in America and he said, "This is the ejection number." And sure enough, he bought him the watch. Good man, Jerry Springer.
No,
Wow.
no shit. I didn't even know about that. The stuff you don't hear because the media just tells you shit they want you to hear.
Exactly. Media manipulates everything.
Yeah, things like that
Sad.
don't make headlines because they're nowhere near as interesting as violence.
No, yeah,
Apparently.
exactly. Happy shit is not good. It's true. Although I used to live in an area where the news channel, the last segment they did every single night on the 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock or whatever morning news, they always did like something happy at the end. And that was the only news channel. And that was years ago. I'm sure they don't do it anymore. But It was in Virginia.
Well, I used to be a late night personality. Not so much anymore. I mean, I do this, which, you know, but yeah, there are late night personalities in Canada that have like interviewee type shows, like variety type shows like that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head recently, but there have been in the past. They never really got a lot of airtime because the US versions were always so much better. You guys remember Arsenio Hall had a show like that for a while?
Oh yeah. I had to do that when he came on.
I'm fairly sure that the only person that I'm actually aware of that's generally considered a late night personality is Jimmy Fallon, and that's only through Twitter.
Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
I like Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, he's okay.
I
feel like there's a store that sells several of him.
You what?
You're an early morning personality to Sam and I, Neil, by the way.
Oh, well, sure. Or late night, because it's really, really late there. Or yeah, I guess late night, early morning kind of blends into each other.
Yeah. I mean, given you start at midnight, you can argue for it being the day before, depending on if you start early or late.
That's the one I was trying to remember. Thank you. Mike Bullard did a show. Very much in the line of the late night shows that you're familiar with. That's it. Mike Bullard. And he was quite funny. Although I heard behind the scenes that he was kind of a dick. Like not very nice to fans and stuff like that. He was one of those stars like I had a friend that used to be a concierge at the Four Seasons, which is one of the hotels here in Vancouver. And what's her name? Susan Sarandon and her husband Tim used to stay here quite often. And the way he put it, he's like, you know, everywhere she goes, Tim's always apologizing for her behavior.
Really?
Yeah, because she's very much the don't you know who I am kind of person.
I can't even imagine that. Really?
I thought so too when I first heard that. And I'm like, really? He goes, oh yeah. She is very, very high on herself and very, very much like that. But Tim was really super nice and he's always apologizing. And it's like, hey, I'm sorry. She gets this way sometimes, which seems to be all the time apparently. But yeah. So.
Oh, I know a couple of people who are like that with their spouse, where it's just like apologizing constantly for them being a dick to people.
I met a whole entire movie cast and crew, including people that just like walked up and down the street during the movie and changed outfits every day. And I'm going to tell you, not one of them were assholes.
Oh,
well, except for the comedian. Really nice. The comedian was a dick.
They usually are.
I feel like comedians are usually dicks.
He was an asshole. Like he'd come up and be like, "Do I have to tell you my name again?"
Yeah,
dude, you're not Regina King. I don't know who you are. You're not Idris Elba.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
No, I didn't. I knew who they were though. When Regina King walked up, I was trying to write her name and my hands were shaking. I was like, "Oh my god, she's so fucking hot."
Hi, Steven.
With no makeup on. Oh my god, she's so fucking hot. I couldn't even barely write.
See, my dad did sound tech for like concerts and shit, so I've heard some stuff about a few different artists and whether or not they were dicks.
Well, who was the biggest asshole? No, tell us who the nice people were.
So apparently Billy Joel was fairly nice and Dire Straits were quite chill, but my dad didn't realize who Dire Straits were until later on. Because he met the thing is, he was doing a sound check at one point, and the lead guitarist from Dire Straits came on and started playing the guitar with him because my dad just picked up the guitar and started playing a Dire Straits song. Lead guitarist came up, played with him, apparently helping him do the sound check. Then later, his manager comes up to him and says to my dad, "Do you know who that was?" My dad just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
And when he was told, my dad was just like, "Oh shit." And do you are you familiar with Beautiful South?
Where'd Christian go?
Yep. Disappeared. Oh, there.
So apparently, I think it was.
Log in while being in a broadcast.
You know,
Such terrible
So
design
the-
by StreamYard.
very
No,
much so.
You can
The
change your name
I
while
know I
you're
can change
live.
my name. I changed it to Neil the 406 Theist.
Yes.
Apparently, the lead singer for I think it was Beautiful South was a bit of a dick because my dad again didn't know who she was. Asked her to sound check her own mic, and she pulled out there. Who do you think you are, and do you know who I am? And did
She didn't want to sound check her own mic.
apparently not.
I insist on it because nobody has the voice that I have.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Who'd you say, Sam? Who was that?
I think it was the lead singer of Beautiful South, but I might be wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, her name's not coming to head, but I know who you mean.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I bet lots
Well,
of
here's-
And my dad actually got that job in the most entertaining way possible. He got a job working sound tech by sneaking into a concert
nice.
because he and one of his mates just saw them unloading cables and stuff into the sound tech area and thought, great, we can sneak in. We'll just grab a roll of cable each and just walk in.
Yeah.
And so then the manager just pretended that they worked there, gave them instructions all evening and let them, and then came up to them at the end of the evening and was like, I know you snuck in, but you did a decent job. Do you want a job?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, here's one for you, Sam. Rick Wright from Pink Floyd actually taught my first wife to play piano.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Very cool.
Well, damn, Rory. I mean, your dick was already big enough with the Queen thing, but now it's huge.
Yeah, you had a queen size dick, but
There
now
you go. One more.
Not that huge. According to my present wife, it's medium.
It's me. I'm glad I wasn't drinking coffee. Did you save it?
I'm okay. 1 second.
It's a good thing I just put my drink down in it.
This isn't a celebrity musician, but I'm my hometown is where the former Speaker of House Paul Ryan was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm from Janesville, and he grew up there, and he went to my same high school. But basically, to put a long story short, he's just as much of an asshole as you think he is. He also looks like a weasel.
He does look like
Okay,
a
I do
weasel.
know who you think. Yeah, I know who you mean now.
Yeah.
I look at people sometimes and you know, you watch him up there and you're like, that guy looks like a bulldog. That guy looks like a weasel. I think that guy in the back with the long neck, he's kind of llama-ish. Yeah.
I'm still convinced that he's never met an actual black person. Like his mannerisms are around, like, just we have a very white part of Wisconsin, and it shows in his mannerisms and just how he handles those sorts of policies. He's really critically stupid.
It's too bad.
I've never met anybody like that.
Critically stupid is my new favorite way to describe stupid, second to terminally stupid.
Critically stupid. Sam, you mentioned earlier in the private chat that you had to take off. Is that still happening, or?
I did say soon, but not yet, because I'm about to go for a joint. But once I'm high, I'll probably leave soon after that because I will get tired.
Lightweight Neil and I smoked through the whole streams, all of them.
God damn it, you guys! I can't.
I don't smoke.
Yeah, no. I only saw it a few times, so you're saying.
I mean, in fairness, it is like nearly 4 a.m. and I feel like being high at 4 a.m. justifies you being tired.
Oh yeah, that'll put you to sleep.
All right, fine. One on that one.
Your body's already probably pulling at some proverbial sweater, going, "Hey, kind of tired." I never listened to an anti-nihilist. What?
Well, up there you said we have an anti-Neil 604ist here. What the
Yes.
hell?
That's Christian. He's Neil the 406 Theist.
This is my alter ego.
Yeah, that's right.
Backwards, Neil.
Do you want to hear the kalam for the 14th time today?
Oh, do I?
Oh goodness, it's been so
Only
long.
14.
It's fucking that. That's one of the ones that's like dubious at best. So
I actually have a new version of the
Oh,
quote that I like give you guys. Everything that begins to kneel is a 604 atheist. The universe began to kneel, therefore the universe is a 604 atheist.
Excellent.
Look,
See, I find
right?
it really funny how many Christians bring me the Kalam as a polytheist.
Christian, I have a question for you. Have you been able to rule out multiple area codes?
Well, that's a good objection, but my cognitive dissonance is so strong that I refuse to entertain it.
No 778 for you then. Okay. I got it.
La, 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 la.
That's a great answer, Christian.
And there we go. We're right back to grade school again. How did we do that? We just wrapped right around.
I'm really good at it. The child inside is still.
You know,
I appreciate it, Randolphus.
I gotta say, B, this never happened before you joined the stream.
Oh yeah, Randolph, point fingers.
I
You're
thought
trying
you
to get
just
Neil to kick
lie,
me again.
Randolph. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't have time for you right now, Randolph. I'm petting my pussy.
Oh,
Well, you know, every
That's that pussy is natural hair color, isn't it?
Oh yes, he doesn't die.
yeah. Actually, everything appointed at
That sounds healthy.
So the carpet matches the curtain. Never mind.
I mean, they're cats, pretty much. Yeah. They tend to be a little lighter in the underbelly, though, so maybe not. Maybe I'm lying to you right now.
Now that pussy has teeth, right?
I've met some other ones that do too. Let me tell you.
Uh-oh. Guys, let's tone it down a bit.
Oh, we should just focus on
Oh,
claws.
lady in the room!
Hi,
Lady in the
Jenna.
room!
Oh, Jenna's here. We got to switch the conversation topic from teeth.
No, we don't.
We're having a children's birthday party.
Yeah, we better switch to claws.
Live.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, B.
Yes, hello, beautiful.
How are you, sweetheart?
I've had better days, but I'm hanging in there.
Well, your day
Not
just
messing
got
with
better.
your
You're here
friends
now.
anymore. That's why you're having a bad day.
You're with friends now. It's better now.
That's true. That is true. I need
Point
my
fingers.
friends. Yeah.
So recently, somebody was using my credit card online.
Was it you?
No.
I thought I asked you before I did those charges.
Oh, fuck. Christian, fuck. I told you. If you need to do that, you're supposed to tell me.
You're supposed to have the blow-up doll delivered like pre-inflation, so it doesn't look like a blow-up doll. That's all I'm saying.
You could have just bought the hooker.
Wow, she was a cheap hooker. But anyway,
Oh, wow.
so one of the purchases was DoorDash, and I used DoorDash. But I said, "Oh, really? How much was the DoorDash one?" Because I said that one might be me. Oh, it's $9.99. So I'm looking through my history of DoorDash and look like my cheapest DoorDash is like $35.
How do you spend dollars on DoorDash?
Like halibut fish and chips from the best place around you can get here, which is
Somebody
called
ordered a dollar cheeseburger off the McDonald's menu.
Yeah.
$9.99.
Don't forget, our dollar is a little different than yours. Like,
Oh, fair enough.
like $35 here in Canada is like $3 in the U.S. So, yeah. Well, I ordered like fish and chips, and then I ordered like fucking Louisiana popcorn, shrimp, and like 5 different things off because I'm like starving all the time. So, and there was another one somewhere in Florida for like $75, and I'm like, yeah, no, that wasn't me. I'm nowhere near Florida. I'm literally almost the exact opposite side of this fucking continent of Florida. So,
No, I think that actually happened to me once. It was like a few years back. I have DoorDash too, and mine was charged in New York for like $60 out of this like Chinese like place. I'm like, well, okay, enjoy it.
I'm sure it was good Chinese food.
So as a
It was
blonde,
good.
as a
Yeah, but
blonde,
if you have a Visa or MasterCard, they'll return that money to you.
yeah, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
as a blonde, I guess I should clarify the $9 wasn't you then.
No.
Okay.
you guys that rich? Yes. And honestly, I do make good money for what I do for work, but scientists don't really get paid that well. I mean, I almost just sounded contradictory, but if you're Neil deGrasse Tyson, you get paid well, but not me so much.
Yeah.
But
Two different Neils get paid two drastically different amounts.
Yes.
I mean, he has his own show and YouTube podcasts and
Yeah.
everything else.
Merchandise.
That's where most of the money comes from.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for the days that I'll be able to live off of what I do here.
A very
that'll
profitable
never fucking
business.
happen.
This activism is.
It'll never fucking happen.
So hosting other people's after parties might be your ticket.
I tell you what, Neil, if I pay
I've
off
been pushing this a lot.
my loan and my truck, man, I could live off of like 3,000 subs.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I don't have
I
3,000
don't have
subs.
shit for bills. Well,
Now you're talking.
I don't even have
subscribers.
500, so.
No, you're talking subscribers and not subordinates, right?
Oh no, I would never want that many subordinates. Two or three is enough. They're already a pain in the ass. I'm good.
Well, don't you have cats to help you out?
I'm gonna go sob on my
No, those are
porch.
toddlers. They don't help much. They're like 2-year-olds. All animals are like 2-year-olds.
That
You were gonna.
Yeah.
Hang on. I believe you were trying to say something earlier there, Jenna.
Me?
Jenna?
She's on the spot
Yeah.
now.
No.
You were about to, and then I think Randolph kind of popped in over top.
Oh, I apologize.
I don't
Go ahead,
remember. I don't
You don't remember? Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know if I was.
It might have been me, but fuck if I have the capacity to remember what I was going to say a minute ago.
Your short-term memory is not. Why?
I thought you hadn't smoked the joint yet.
I hadn't a minute ago, but I've just been stood outside the last few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sam was pre-high.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm about ready to smoke. I feel it.
Getting his pre-CBD.
No, THC.
Oh, okay.
Well, CBDs too, I guess, to some degree.
Yeah.
But CBD stuff, like the CBD edibles, are different. They mostly are for like pain management and stuff like that, which you can still get with the THC. But
Yeah, I mean that would
THC
that would
affects
be
More
your
happier.
mind too. Yeah, I don't feel pain and I feel happy.
I've got clients who sell both of those and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
I'm the client that eats them. So
Yeah, you might
Both
even
of those and a lot of other stuff.
Jesus.
lots of other people have stuff. I mean, never mind. But like I was showing before, it's legal in Canada to even get it from the government. Yay!
So, Jenna, everybody's freaking out because you're not sitting on the floor by your bed. We don't know what to do right now.
Oh, my bee. I'm sorry.
Everybody's like, where the hell is Jenna? That's
I am.
They're freaking
Yeah.
out.
For the first time in ages, I'm actually sitting in a chair. It's weird, right?
What?
No,
I don't even know.
Why would you
You've
even
done
want
that. You've done that on the nonprofit.
I've done. No. I'm never in it. I'm on the floor.
She's always sitting on the
Really?
floor by her bed
Always
with
on
the
the floor.
fluffy pillows behind her.
Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, okay, I guess. So.
No, well, because I'm sitting in my my shared office, because I was doing homework, sort of.
Until I told you to get in here.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Now
Ellie.
I'm so distracted. I can't get a damn thing done. Fucking YouTube.
See, if I fail, I'm just gonna blame Neil, and I'll be fine with that.
That's what I
All
do.
right.
Well, at
One
least
of
you're
my-
not blaming me for a change.
That's one of my other alter egos is Captain Scapegoat.
I blame you, Randolph, for other things, and then I try to quickly retract that because I don't want to die.
I'm not the killer type, so you have nothing to worry about.
Says the guy with the bodies and the holes in the backyard.
Right.
That's exactly.
Hey,
what
he
Floyd
was
would
on a
say.
stream. He was on a
You know-
stream one time, and he put his hood up, and he left. He was gone for like 30 minutes, and he tried to act like he was still there. We still don't know what happened.
That is very sus. That's very sus, Randolph. I'm confused.
You know, I got to say, I never expected that I'd be getting this level of conspiracy theory in the atheism communities.
Bro, you
This is the first time for everything.
You are literally on Neil's stream all the time, in the dark, doing things.
Yeah, a lot of good things happen in the dark. You know that.
Oh my god.
Just out of interest.
Only in
remember
this
those
bed,
days.
Randolph.
Just out of interest, Neil.
Yes.
Is there a guide to how much you can earn for how many subs on YouTube?
It has nothing to do with your sub count, but if your sub count is higher, then there's more chances of people tapping on the ads that pop up, right? So it's ad revenue, and if your sub count is higher, then you're going to get more super chats.
Yeah.
Right. I think.
I have a
What counts as a
friend.
active viewer?
Let him finish, guys.
There's a friend of mine who has over 100,000 subs, and I presume he's earning fairly good amount of money out of that.
Could be. Yeah.
Should be.
Mhm.
I'll give you, for instance, of what I know about Rory. I have a friends actually, a couple. They're now at like 10,000 or 11,000. But last time I hung out with them, they were at 4,500, and I said, "Hey, Bill, how much do you make off of that?" And he said about around 145 to 155 a month, so average of about 150.
Yeah, that's about right.
Right, that's interesting because the friend I'm talking about, when I first met him, he was on about 4.5, and he was demonetized and didn't make any money out of it, and then suddenly he went really big. Strange enough, talking about Brexit, but never mind. And yeah, now he's huge with loads of ads.
Clearly, people liked what he had to say.
I mean, if he's doing like 100,000 subs,
Reese.
he's got to be making like $2,000 or something a month off of it.
My roommate got those.
Maybe
for me.
more.
That
Which isn't a huge amount of money, to be honest.
that is tripping me out, Reese.
It is for me. My
Reese.
God, I wouldn't have to work anymore.
Those are my favorites. Those are awesome. Good taste, Neil. Rory, what kind of topics?
Reese's Puffs.
I like
I'm
dark
good.
Reese's.
Rory, what kind of
I'm a disappear now.
what kind of topic does
All
your
right, Sam. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Sam.
Bye bye.
What kind of topics does your friend with 100,000 subscribers usually cover?
You said
He's
Brexit.
always covered Brexit. Yeah, for years.
Oh, Brexit. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Jerry.
that's a hot topic. I can see why I got 100,000 quickly on that. How long does it take him to get to 100,000?
And he does, short 10-minute streams
Rant.
or whatever you call them. Probably about, at least one a day, at least. So, he does a lot of short little podcasts.
Here's the thing. That's a good way to gain followers. If you're short and curt and you do like somewhere between 7 to 15 minutes seems to be the golden zone, right? You're bound to get more subs that way because people's attention spans are like fucking gnats.
Yeah.
So,
The algorithms dictate that 15 minutes is the max you want to go, right?
which is why I feel that's probably why I don't have more subs than I do. Because I do hour long and 3 hour long and, do big things like that, right? So,
And that makes sense. That makes
Well,
sense.
and most of the people here, we all do at least an hour.
yeah.
And
Gorilla.
that's how most like really popular gamers have changed how they do things too. So it's not like constantly hour-long streaming of them playing a game and reacting to it. It's like these quick, funny, quirky takes on their gameplay, and they last maybe 10 at most, like 17 minutes.
You still have the gamers who go for hours playing though.
Sure, you still do, but they're not like
More so on Twitch now, I think.
yeah,
Twitch-
that's where you get
focused
it
on that.
most.
Twitch focused on that market specifically.
Right, exactly. If you're gonna do those like epic long like hours of gameplay, then you need to do Twitch versus YouTube. It needs to be short.
I've
Or
seen
do
a variety
both.
of people do the long streams on Twitch and then put a highlight reel on YouTube.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know what I'm gonna start doing is as I start streaming, I'm gonna set up another stream and then be like, all right, it's been 15 minutes. So everybody jump over. And then see if that ups my followers. And I'll do that for the 3.5 hours that I usually stream on Monday, Wednesday, and
15-minute
Friday.
chunks.
Yeah.
Dang, Z, you're smart.
Could you imagine?
Smart girl.
You could do that with multiple streaming networks and cover them all.
It's too
Right
fancy
now-
for me, Randolph. Shut up.
Right now, we're going through YouTube and Twitter right now. Well, Periscope, which Periscope actually folded, but they still use the Periscope app for Twitter, so you can air through Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was doing Facebook, but it wouldn't hook to Facebook. Apparently, there's a glitch with Facebook right now that StreamYard's trying to fix. Mind you, I didn't try today. The last couple times it didn't work, but
Facebook never has glitches, Neil. Come on.
fuck Facebook anyway.
I hate Facebook. I have it for one reason, because I can go on there and go into my notifications and be like, yep, all my family's fine. Kill that app.
Yeah, that's what I do too. So,
that's all I use it
people-
for.
I have to get in touch with some people through Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Like until recently, Grant here and Jenna down there didn't even have Twitter, so it was the only way I could get a hold of people.
I'm bragging. I got her on Twitter. I harassed her so much on Facebook Messenger. And I said, it'd be easier to send you links if you were on Twitter, Jenna. And so I gave her hell for a while, and then she was like, I'm making a Twitter right now.
It was every one of all of y'all.
Profile.
I'm glad she's on Twitter. Yeah, Discord seems to
Take
be
my
open.
credit away. I worked hard for that.
Well, here's one for Grant. I used to be on Facebook, and I used it mainly for family history. And I ended up meeting a third cousin of mine who lived in Gainesville, Georgia.
Hold it. How many times removed?
No. Third cousin, no times removed. Okay. Straight third cousin. She lived in Gainesville, Georgia, and we kind of got to know each other on Facebook. And she actually flew over to England, and spent 2 weeks holidaying with me in England. And we went through all our family history together. And it was a fantastic time. We spent some time in London. We went to Stonehenge. We saw a lot of old English castles. She absolutely loved it.
Rory, I want to come visit you.
That didn't.
You're welcome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be nice to visit Rory. Nice to visit everybody.
Oh shit! Are you actually doing it through the Periscope?
I signed up for Periscope just to fuck with you, buddy.
What? I thought they didn't do that shit anymore.
They gave me a message. They're like, despite you signing up for this site, we're definitely shutting it down soon.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be the end of March that they did it. March 31st was supposed to be their last day.
Mm-mm.
But they're still using it for airing shit on Twitter. Because it's a Twitter thing. Periscope is owned by Twitter.
Right.
Anyways, they're
What a mess. I'm just waiting to get on Donald Trump's new stuff, man. I'm excited about that.
Really?
How many? No, God, I hate him. How many non-Trumpers do you think are like, I'm gonna get on there and fuck with these bastards?
You know, I
There's
almost
gotta
forgot
be-
he existed.
There
I'm
are
very mad at you.
millions of him. Oh, I can't stop. He's everywhere still.
I'm
God.
Yeah, he's
Christian
still-
on this.
I haven't physically seen him, but yeah, I still like.
It's
hear
those
Hear
anti-maskers
about
out
him, yeah.
there. They keep reminding us about him. Otherwise, it would be fun.
Dude, there's some in my building, and I fucking flip on them all the time. They hate
Oh,
me.
good.
him.
Tell them they're a danger to society, right?
I did. Yeah. You know what? If my mom fucking dies because of this shit, I'm coming after you, bitch.
Oh, wow. How many times have you said that to them?
Well, once.
It only
That's
took one.
not
Only
Yeah, they
takes
don't get
one.
the message if you only tell them once. They're too thick for that.
Nope. They kind of had this look of
Anti-maskers
shock.
are thick, confirmed.
Yes. Thick. The other thick, not the one with two T's. Jesus.
T-H-I-C-K,
I
right?
told that joke only for Jenna, and I'm glad.
Thank you, Christian. I appreciate it.
Jenna's taking it well.
Jenna, you popped into the chat the other day a little while ago. And you were, I think you'd had a few, I guess.
Did I?
Yeah, you were, I was like, is that really Jenna? What's going on there? It was all a lot of innuendo
She
shit.
drank to forget.
No. I mean, I can be just as bad sober, and I was sober.
I believe you.
She was in a mood.
I was just in a mood. That's all. I can have.
All right. Fair enough. What the hell we got now? Oh no! Oh no! Quick, quick! Everybody hide!
Okay, I'll
Genesis.
Where'd everyone go?
what are we,
Gorilla turns around.
what are we hiding? Just a sec. What are we hiding from?
Jen
Genesis.
finally got home from welding school.
Yeah, it was a real
Ooh.
backbreaker today, and we ran out of quarter-inch 7018 electrodes. So
Oh no! How dare you?
I hate it when I run out of electrodes.
Me too.
I need a
damn
good
it.
backbreaker someday.
Shit
I
pisses
need
me
a
off.
refill on those
I'm
electrodes.
I'm glad he said quarter-inch electrodes, not metric.
Happy Canadian noise. What is that? Like
well,
Canadian
so
geese and mooses in the
I
background?
think it's like a moose. Yeah.
this is my teacher's words, not mine. But metric doesn't exist in welding.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. Actually, what was it the other day? I think I mentioned this already, but I heard the best term ever for a Canadian goose, for Canada geese. Was it cobra chicken?
Is that what they were talking about on Twitter?
Yeah, cobra chickens?
Canadian geese, cobra
Canadian
chickens.
geese, cobra chickens. Yeah, they
How
literally
they get
are. They are fucking cobra chickens.
Is that because they're mean?
Oh, mean? No. Geese are mean. Canadian geese are fucking assholes.
No, I know they fly down here. We get them. We know.
Oh, trust me.
They're
These-
everywhere.
other
because
geese
you
that are
guys.
around-
Where do you think they migrate to, Neil?
You can have them.
Florida. Jen gets them.
They other geese that are around Canadian geese go, holy fuck! I thought we were bad.
Oh yeah, we where I used to work, they had to put fishing line across the ponds because they kept going in there and mucking stuff up and getting tangled. They get foot caught on something or whatever. Well, one of them, they were just starting to put the lines across, and they went on break, and it came back, and there was a fucking goose stuck in the damn fishing line, of course. And they tried to get it out, and it attacked them. And they're like, "We're trying to save you, dumbass."
Geese work in mysterious ways.
This is a Canadian goose standing up to the bulls. That
Oh, yeah.
impressive.
Some
They
big
take-
bulls.
they
Damn
fucking
bulls.
Geese trying
no
to take
shit.
on my life problems.
Wow.
You know what? Be the goose. That's what you guys need to take away from this stream. Be the goose.
That's fucking funny.
Hell yeah, badass.
Across the street from me, we have a park, and there's a couple, a mating pair of geese, Canadian geese, right now that fucking are. They've taken over the park, so they just wander around the park. And any of the kids that want to go play on the playground, they're on them like that.
Oh, that's
Territorial. Yep.
It's like a gang of geese.
Yeah. They're brutal.
Geesey gang.
Is that,
Do they
is that what you
name
call
like
it? A gang of
It's a gaggle.
Feathered
Oh,
down and
okay.
out?
Oh.
No, the gang name.
Wait, who's gaggling?
Feathered down.
Who's gargling? I mean, what?
One of the two, Neil.
I just want to say to Titan, who says that you and I, Neil, should be apologizing for the Canadian geese. No,
I didn't fucking raise them.
No. The geese are Canadian. They'll apologize on their own.
No, they won't. They're the only
Yeah, they're like,
Canadians that don't apologize.
Sorry.
They're the most non-Canadian Canadian.
Okay, I should have said
Yes.
they can apologize for themselves.
That's
Instead
why
of
other Canadians are so
apologizing-
polite.
Instead of
We all have to-
apologizing, they'll grab you by the fucking crotch, is what they'll do.
I have
We
a
don't-
question. Is my mic working?
No.
What?
Yeah.
No, we
I
can't.
can't
hear
hear you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I tried to tell the truth. Okay.
The truth is overrated.
The whole truth. And
I
nothing
hate
but
all
truth.
of you. I hate all of you.
So help me, lack of God.
We love you too.
My night blindness is really blurring everything right now, but if it wasn't, I'd see all your faces and I'd take notes.
You know, most people are blind at night.
You know,
right?
Genesis, they sell lamps at Walmart.
It's called dark.
I have a lamp. Why do you think I'm partially purple? The problem is there's too much light. There's too much light, and it's causing me to be blind.
So turn
Oh, okay.
one off.
Pointed away
Or
from
close
you.
one eye.
There you go.
This is
There you
why I
go.
don't turn it off, because now
No,
I'm
no,
like,
that's fine. You can see
I'm
it.
in the shadows.
Nah. You're always in the shadows. Your heart is fine.
It adds to the undead effect.
Were we
Sexy
talking
shadow.
the other day when I had fuck? Hang on. See, my cane comes in handy for other things too.
No.
Here we go.
Oh God.
Try it again. One more time.
No.
Damn.
You know, the first
Wrong
time I
cane.
didn't see him hit his head, so I thought he just like
Don't worry, Jen. I don't
grabbed
actually
the
hit that
cane
hard.
and for nothing.
Just enough to make a noise.
Okay.
Randolph's stream looks like it's going to be a poltergeist video.
I know.
It's like, oh yeah, what's the name of that movie? Fuck those, the paranormal or something.
Yeah,
Paranormal,
yeah. I expect to see
Paranormal
someone crawling
Activity.
across the ceiling.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
See, the ghost is right there. That dark,
Yeah.
shadowy. It's growing.
Slender Man.
I see it moving.
See, it's
Toby
slowly
has a
creeping across.
question for you.
It is engulfing the Canadian
The
flag.
darkness is absorbed.
Jenna said, "Let there be light," and there was.
I didn't even realize what Grant was doing. I was like, oh my God. Oh God. That was good. That actually scared me.
Neil, if you think
too, eh? Yeah.
if you think Canadian geese are bad, I'll tell you a little story. I was building a rabbit hutch out of an old
Oh my god,
pallet,
Swede.
and this
I love this
cockerel that we had in our garden, because we had some chickens, suddenly came straight at me from about 10 yards away.
Rooster?
So a rooster, yeah. So I picked up a spare plank of the pallet and whacked it as hard as I could. It went back about 5 yards, shook itself, came back at me again, and I had to whack it again.
I hate when I have to whack it twice, man.
I was going to say, you spend your day whacking the rooster.
I always whack it twice. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Did you say you had to keep whacking your cock?
Yes,
Exactly.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
whack
taking the subtlety out of it.
You're welcome.
that thing was
It's my gift.
violent.
I love you. I love you so much, B.
We had to get rid of it, because I had children at the time, and it could have attacked
So-
them.
So does rooster taste like chicken?
It wasn't one of those elongated chickens then.
By all
No,
means,
no,
don't
Rory,
whack it
they
into the
said-
children.
They said use lotion, not a stick. Get it all?
Not even a royal
Sounds
stick.
painful, man. You're hurting me.
Not even a royal stick.
Ah, Randolph.
Oh, trust me, dude. I know how brutal roosters are. I lived on a house at the very, very south end of a road called Number 2 Road. And there was a couple of dudes that lived in a trailer out in the back because they ran they had like bark mulch and shit like that they used to grind up and sell. And they had a pet rooster named Rocky. And this fucker was mean and he'd chase everyone everywhere. And I remember being like, I was up partying all night the Friday night before it was Saturday morning, and I was in bed sleeping. And all of a sudden, I start hearing this. "Ah! Ah!" My buddy John was being chased around the house by Rocky. And every time he'd go by my window, every time he go by the window, it's like, "Hey, let me in!" Ah! And then finally I get up and I let the guy in, and I let John in, and Rocky was fucking pecking at my door because he wanted a John. Yeah, they can be pretty vicious.
I grew up down the road from a guy that had fighting roosters,
Yeah.
otherwise known as fighting cocks. They called them fighting cocks back then because we weren't as disgusting as people are now, including myself. Anyway, so he had like 20 of them or something, and he had them lined up they had like little dog houses they stayed in, and they were chained by their ankle because if they got it to each other, they would kill each other. It was literally for their own safety. And he would have illegal competitions in his barn. And we were kids, we would ride down between them and pedal as fast as you can, because if you hold your feet still, they'll peck you and attack you. So you have to pedal fast and you're going downhill. I wrecked. But anyways, yeah, I've been around.
Okay, Fucking slacker, move it.
I made it through the fighting cocks. I thought it was a good accomplishment for me. Any lesbian, for that matter.
God damn it!
Sometimes the universe be like that.
I love you, B. I love you. Oh.
That was good. That was good. B took down the fighting cocks.
I don't miss being on camera. I hate this.
Sad thing is, it's a true story.
It is. It feels weird. I'm not used to this anymore.
You think you feel weird? I'm an HD. I have never been an HD before.
Girl, you two look high def. I like it.
Girl, you smoking tonight?
It's the concealer.
That was so natural. I love it. It's sweet.
Watkins, when am I going to see you on a Proudly Radical stream again?
I'm on there almost every night. I just don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've recently become cripplingly antisocial. So you're welcome for that.
But you're here on my stream talking.
Oh yeah, I can be social, but it takes a lot of work.
Oh.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I noticed you were sweating a little, Christian.
Oh yeah, but that's not because of that though.
Oh. Is it my dashing good looks?
It is. It always gets me, Neil. You know.
Kind of figured.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not actually that vain in reality.
Oh, I'm sorry, Neil. Jenna came on. I haven't looked at you since. What's going on? No, just. Ooh, I don't know what's in this, but it's good tonight. I'm on a roll.
Well, can't blame you. So
Oh man, too much.
Still alive.
It's the last time Neil lets me on his show for like a month.
No, you're welcome anytime. You know that.
It's the last time he'll let you on in like 2 days.
I'm not.
He's only allowed on here 3 times a week. We can't handle any more than that.
Like, all right, B, that's enough. I'll see you Thursday.
I'm not able to come on these shows anymore because I have class until 10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that kind of class. Never mind.
Yo, fuck you. Just because I'm a drunko doesn't mean I don't have class.
Hey,
Jen, you have as much class as a Marxist society.
Oh.
That's a smart joke that I just don't get.
I hate that.
You don't get it? Just say, yo, fuck you.
I don't want to sound like a Christian.
Are you trying to be blonde? Are you pretending to be blonde there, Jen?
What?
No, shut up.
Shut up.
Mallards waiting for the light.
Wow.
All right, unit, roll out.
For real.
Go. It's counting down. It's flashing.
You know what? I have respect for that because I'd be damned if another squirrel would be like, okay, I'm going to be right here on the crosswalk. And then I come and I'm eyeing the squirrel and be like, okay, you stay
come out
up there. And then at the last minute, you want to zoom out in front of me. I'm like, God damn it.
Haven't you ever seen that Geico commercial?
Please do.
It's real.
Honestly though, that video kind of like is a point for what is it called again? Social evolution. The idea that like certain behaviors are genetically passed down, and maybe the smarter ducks who decided to wait for the green light pass down the genes to wait for the green light.
Well, yeah, because the other ones died.
Girl.
That's all that's left is the ones that are waiting for the green light.
They're actually waiting for the white light, the walking person.
Girl, what the fuck are you learning in welding class? Damn.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. I was like zoning out.
What are you learning in welding class?
Oh, what am I learning in welding class?
Yeah, you just popped
about
off
about evolution.
It's
You gotta make-
basically
you gotta make
it's
me a suit of
basically
armor.
like welding is basically self teaching. You trial and error until you get your welds looking correct.
Where you burn your fingers off.
No, you wear gloves. Why would you? Okay.
So you learned the first lesson. Congratulations.
Dang. No, I know Genesis knows her animal shit.
Gloves is just natural selection. People who don't wear gloves
But that's
don't
what I'm
continue.
saying is if those ducks are going to cross with the green light, and the ones that didn't walked out and died, then all you'd have left is the ones that waited for the green light.
Right.
I know humans that can't figure that out.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. And not all ducks are that fucking smart. All right?
Okay,
when I drove tow truck, something like that happened where they were crossing the street. They saw me coming, so they went back. And I'm, okay. So I start to speed up again. Well, the fucking male decided to cross again. And all I saw was feathers. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. It was horrifying. And I slowed down, was going to let them pass. They went back, and I'm like, all right, here, I'll go ahead. And as I started to lurch forward again, one of them turned around across the street again
Why did the duck cross the road?
to get hit by my tow truck.
No,
Apparently.
and now we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. Yeah,
You
believe me,
should
I
have
felt
said,
horrible
why
for
did the duck
years.
attempt to get across the road? Never made it.
I'm thinking the damn thing was suicidal.
You know,
I had-
one of the saddest days I ever had driving truck, I was
Had
was
duck on my
going down.
grill.
Sorry, let me get that out.
Thanks, Matthew. Welcome to the show, by the way, Matthew.
So
Here,
I
I'll
was
show
driving
you.
down the road and I saw these little mongoose kind of looking, otterish looking. I wasn't really sure. And the mother went across and there was like the space. And then the babies came across. I was like, oh, there'll only be a couple of them. I'll go behind them. No, there was like 8.
Oh, no.
And they just ran across the road. And I was like, crap. And so I'm trying to aim between them. I took out like 4 of them.
Oh,
I was mad for like 2 days because I don't hurt animals. It's not my
I know,
thing.
me either.
Unless
And-
I'm
and
eating
I
it
cried for
because I
days.
need to. Yeah. No, I don't hurt animals. So
You want?
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless it runs into a bear, in which case a bear would just slap it silly.
Depends on the bear.
A grizzly.
Yeah, a grizzly.
Another
that,
fun-
that would
now
be
we have an issue.
that would be interesting to see what happens between a gorilla and a
Oh,
grizzly
dude.
bear.
Grizzly
Dude.
bear would tear it to shreds.
Oh, yeah. In a heartbeat. Yeah, especially like Kodiak bears.
Claws, man.
Anyway, you don't want to fuck with chimps either, because if you piss off a chimp, they're going to go for your junk and rip it right off. No, they
Neil knows
do.
from experience.
Yep.
Wow.
I've seen that, Geo.
That's why I could buy tighter pants now.
I was gonna say that sounds like a job for women. That's what that sounds like. Just to help you guys
Hey,
out, like let all the women
you
go
have
and
tried.
that's what chimpanzees for you guys. 'Cause that's
What are we going to do?
I thought we
do
need
that
to
on
have
Twitter.
about now.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Otters look cute, but man, look at their teeth. They look scary when they start bearing down those teeth.
I am officially seduced.
That's those are the small otters. Have you seen the giant river otters?
Yeah.
Like the size of my car otters? Like, they're huge.
Yeah, I used to, when I was younger, worked at an animal rescue. Iowa State University has a heck of a veterinary program, and they do animal rescue, and so I volunteered in there, and they had a few in there. Yeah, those are huge. Minks are the coolest though.
Minks are cool. I had a ferret.
They just like to crawl up on you and then curl up in a little thing on top of your head. I wasn't bald then, so.
My ex used to have a sugar glider.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
those things are so
Those things are
soft. you
so
just wanna,
cute.
Yeah, those are cute. Yeah.
I had
What's
a
a
friend with a
sugar
sugar glider too.
Yeah.
is a sugar
Oh, and
glider?
another ex I had a chinchilla
Randolph,
too.
Google it. Google it. You
Chinchillas
won't be
are great
sorry.
too.
You won't be
Google
sorry.
it.
We put the chinchilla in one
Yeah,
of those
chinchillas are
bowls. You know, you put them in so they can walk around, and she'd just
bowl.
run around the house. The dog would run with her. It was funny, like the little chihuahua.
Mhm.
They just had a blast together. They'd like play.
I
was
just
weird.
spontaneously remembered a fun fact about otters.
Ooh, tell us.
Otters are mustelids, which include the ferret, the weasel, the badger, and the wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Otters like Mussolini. Got it.
Otters like Mussolini.
That's what I heard.
No, Muselix, not muesli. Muselix.
I'm always impressed
Otters
with
like Muselix.
I'm always impressed with Genesis.
No
knowledge.
mustard.
No, macaroni.
Mucilex?
Yes,
Miralax?
Miralax.
Miramax.
No, I just get some really hot wings, man. I'm in a Hispanic area. And I got wings the other day, and it was like they were like 3 pepper wings or something like that. Not that they're about like black pepper. Man, those burn like both ways. It burns.
I literally have a hot sauce in my fridge called shit the bed, okay?
Wow.
It reminds me of a good joke.
And that's
about
not even the
drinking
hot
too
one.
much. Nobody ever gets
not
blackout
awesome.
drunk, wakes up and goes, fuck, I did my taxes last night. Nope. It's always waking up and going, shit the bed again.
You know, I've
God
never done
damn
that.
it. My
I
card.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about right now. I've never done that in my life. Who does that?
Oh, all right.
Good for you.
Just a quick reminder to any Americans watching. I think your taxes are due to your tax return is due tomorrow.
No,
No.
not for another month.
It's been extended for
It's
another
been
month.
extended.
but I've
They
already
extended
done
it until the May. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Excellent.
I had
Yeah.
mine done a month and a half ago.
And you were
Yeah,
trying to
I
ruin
did it
people's
too.
day, Rory.
Don't give me my money either. Those
How
bastards.
dare you, Rory?
Well, I'm sorry I was wrong about the date. You know, just to
Using
Just
their
a
own
little-
taxes.
Trust
Using
me,
their own
there'll
taxes
be-
to get something like that.
And
That
there'll
is
still be a
evil
ton of
humanity.
people that are be like, oh, fuck.
Last time you're in my after parties, Rory.
You know what I don't understand though? They said, "Oh, we're going to delay it because of COVID," and all I could think was, everybody's home. They should say you should get your taxes done early this year.
Most people literally
Why
do
are
TurboTax.
they? Because of COVID, you could send all your stuff into whatever tax place you're using, and they do it for you, and then they email everything back, and you sign. You know, it's like I don't know why they extended it, but whatever.
Taxes just get more and more complicated as time goes on. Too
So
many
the IRS can hold on to our money for a little bit longer and make more money off of it.
That too.
I mean, I
If
literally
only
did
that
my
were
taxes a
true.
month and a half ago, and I haven't seen my check yet. But I got my state in like 3 days or
Oh,
something. stupid.
yeah, my federal took a hell of a long time.
I'm gonna have to
And my
learn
state
how to.
there.
I'm still waiting on it. It pisses me off.
I'm gonna have to learn how to pay taxes. I still live with my parents.
You know what, Jen? I'm going to teach you something. You don't want to learn how to pay taxes. You want to learn how to not pay taxes.
I'm
So this
paying
is
in
what-
11 years. I'll be
You
your
want money back. honey.
Yes. So this is what you do.
No,
I've
you
done,
don't
I
want to
have
get
done
money
this
back.
on seriously. I've done this since I was like
you do,
27 or something.
No, that's a
And
free
I have
loan
not-
to the government.
I have not paid 1 year. I've always gotten money back because I claim 0. When you're single and you have no dependents, just claim 0. They'll take the max amount out. And then at the end of the year, you always get, it's like a savings plan with no taxes because they take it out pre-tax.
That
So you
picture's
just, that is fucking adorable. Do it again.
They want
I got
It's
distracted by
also-
the
It's
pig.
also a free loan to the government, and you could just figure
looks
out
fake
how many
as
deductions, what number to put in your W-4 to make sure that you get as close to 0.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to teach you something really simple. You don't want to learn how to do your taxes. You just want to learn how to call an accountant and get them to do your
Right.
taxes for you.
Dude,
Okay,
why
let's
would
see.
anybody, unless you're like doing some serious itemization, you could just do it on TurboTax. Like I don't claim anything.
You know,
So
that's
mine's
fine.
an easy form every year. Sometimes I have like one thing I itemize. So I just do mine through TurboTax, and I get my state checks fast. And sometimes you have to pay like $40 depending on what state you live in. Sometimes you
what,
don't.
B? That's okay. Next year we're just gonna call Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
My father-in-law is an accountant. I just
Okay,
do it
yeah,
for him.
let's do that.
Just be like, Sweet.
Sweet, you're gonna have a lot of work.
Do my taxes.
Stacks
I'm
of
not an accountant. I
atheist
can't do
taxes.
taxes. I'm not licensed to do that.
Oh.
You know, under the table.
Get a license.
He's not that kind of
You have a
finance
year.
person.
You have a year. Get it done. Get it done, please. I'm gonna
No,
need
I
you.
actually have to do math in my work. Accountants don't.
I do real math.
I don't
They
care.
just
I haven't done my
memorize the
taxes in
form to
11
fill
years.
out.
What, really, Neil?
Yeah, I haven't done them in 11 years.
No, you
Last
really
time I
haven't.
did my taxes was 10 years. I haven't done them since 2000. No, 11 years, since 2010.
There are few things in this life you don't want to screw with, and Revenue Canada is one of them.
I look at it this way. If I owed them money, they'd be after me.
They come after me when I don't owe them money and lie and say I do because I moved in the middle of the year.
You know, if you
I've
owe
been fighting
them
that
money,
with Ohio for 4 years now. Every year they try to do it to me.
Did they?
don't owe
Did
them
they
money.
surround, did they
I'll tell
surround
you
your
how
house
they
with
go.
guns and all that, or?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to B.
What?
yeah, I'm talking to you. So we have two different conversations. We have a conversation on that side, and we have a conversation on this side.
Well, let me. All right.
Stereo.
I don't owe them money. I'll guarantee you that.
Okay, but I'm just
because
saying.
I have extra money taken off my checks all
Right.
the time.
If well, then they might owe you money. But you see, if you owe them money,
care.
not only do they go back forever and charge you interest on the unpaid amount, if they owe you money, they only have to go back a couple of years, and they don't pay you interest
7.
on the amount.
7 years.
So,
Neil, let me help you with the decision here. How about this? You do your taxes, and since you don't care about the check, you send it to me.
How about
it's Canadian.
It's Canadian.
I'll pay.
Oh, like we can't convert that here.
It's Canadian. That won't even pay for the stamp.
I take Canadian money out in this
That
case.
is
and they're like,
not
what the
even
hell is that?
true. I mean, it's close, but it's not true.
Oh, that's true. Ollie Man.
I'll send the stamps.
Ollie Man can help
Hold
you
it,
out.
hold it.
Ollie Man can help you out for sure.
Oh no, well, don't you tell on him.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Snitches get
And for
stitches.
our audience-
I have a question for Canadian
Well,
Ollie
just
Man,
a sec.
actually.
For people who don't know, CRA is Canada Revenue Agency. It's equivalent
Oh,
to the
fuck.
US
They figured
IRS.
that out. I have a question for Ollie.
It might have been when I said Canada Revenue, right?
Yeah.
Like they can add the A. They're Canada Canada Revenue Association.
You sure you
Sorry,
don't
I'm
want to put
blonde.
that
I had to
statement?
clarify.
You sure you didn't want to put that in parentheses or something?
Canadian realist atheists. Real
That's a good
atheists.
idea.
Canadian real atheist. Yeah, all right. Ollie Man, if you really are, then I have a question for you. Business taxes with GST, okay.
Whatever
If
the
I
fuck
just
that means.
call the government and say, hey, look, man, I haven't done my taxes in like 10 fucking years. Can you guys figure out who owes who and get back to me? No, a friend of mine did this and it worked for you. They're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Neil, I have a friend who I think you may have met him once. He had over 14 years of unpaid personal income tax. He never filed for 14 years, and he had to go through and file each year after year to get it all caught up. And what he found is 1 year he owed money, the next year they owed him. It flip-flopped back and forth.
Yeah.
But
I
he got
imagine
caught
there's
up.
going to be a couple of years in there where I probably owe them a little bit because of the RSP that I used.
My guess is they'll probably have you fill out each year's income tax. Or
This is why I hold the position.
Apparently they'll
that
do it.
taxation is theft.
oh, okay.
Yeah. A friend of mine he called them the same thing, but it was 6 years for him. And they're like, yeah, we'll
No
let you know.
reaction from
And
Sweet.
they did it.
Christian, I did not take you for a neo-feudalist.
You didn't take me for an idiot. I'm glad.
So my dad used to run his own painting company, but he never paid taxes on it. And so since he never paid taxes for it, he ended up owing the government like a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So don't screw the IRS is my lesson of the day.
You cannot screw the IRS.
You know what I did, Jen?
Probably Swede.
What I did was I painted people's houses and told them I'd give them a big discount if they paid me in cash.
Boom. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they all were like, hell yeah. Can I write you
Yeah.
a check though? And I was like, yeah, to my personal account.
And
Yes, you
oddly
can.
enough, the best deals are dealt in cash. Like I
Let me
ended up
tell you, they were all
paying
happy
cash.
and
What line of work are you
Yeah.
in, John?
I'm a nurse.
She cares for people.
Oh,
No one's gonna
okay.
appreciate that joke. No one's.
Probably something similar with personal taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, voluntary disclosure. I've heard that term before.
Or if you think that maybe you may owe them, you hire an accountant, and they'll make sure that in the end you don't.
No, there you go. All right, but what kind of accountant's going to take on 10 years of taxes?
They will. They will. Small
Yep,
private
they
firms will take on, and they'll even give you a good deal where they won't charge you the normal annual rate. They'll just charge you a bundle for like the whole package.
All right, I need to find. I like it when they handle my package. Anyways, I need to find somebody.
Quite a
nothing
large
wrong
package.
with some
It's gonna need some handling.
bundling.
Nothing wrong with some package handling. But
Oh God.
hey, you started it, Jenna.
I probably did.
Didn't you say don't do that with monkeys? They rip it off.
Yeah,
That kind of sounds painful, Neil. Like someone bundling your package.
he said
So it's going to
chimps,
become. So are you
aren't
saying,
monkeys. Chimps are not monkeys. They're apes.
Are you,
No,
going to,
well-
are you saying it's going to become Neil's sutured package?
It's going to be Neil's
The-
fucking Frankenweenie.
The weird thing is I think of Neil as my dad, and I don't want to picture this. I'm just
Hey,
gonna.
Neil,
I'm just
when
gonna.
they
I'm just
reattach
gonna. I'm
things,
just gonna.
Ask
You're just gonna.
No.
Neil, when they reattach things, ask for the subcultural thing that they did for my chest. Then you don't have like the exposed staples.
Neil, you should put together a bunch of things like stickers and other stuff and sell it on Patreon as Neil's package.
There you go.
There,
People in
Matthew.
the audience can talk about how they're looking forward to receiving Neil's package in the mail.
Ooh, can I
Randolph?
announce something?
Sure.
Can I announce something? It's related to money, so it's kind of shilling. It's for Nat One Heroes. So I have an idea for a 5-shot, just a 5-episode short campaign, right? But I can't fund it myself. So if you support Nat One Heroes on Patreon, pretty soon we're gonna have a goal set up where we're going to have me DMing a homebrew 5-shot campaign. So if that interests you, feel free to check us out. Thank you.
Jonathan Fuller is the love of my life, so I'll endorse that.
Let's see, hold on.
Yeah. So
How much more of my stimulus money do I have left?
I wouldn't tell Rags that. He might hit
That
you.
is like, take my money.
It's okay. Rags is
Take
my money.
no, it's only going to be 5 episodes, and we're gonna then we'll revisit it later on. But like, I really, because I've never DM'd before, I want to just take it slow with something that's not a lot of story.
Who's dinging?
That's me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute my iPad.
Sounded like an Apple device.
There we go.
Matthew, chill.
Okay, your audience wanted cat videos, Neil. So I've got one that
No
is.
fucking cat video. God damn, that's like 90% of the internet is cat videos.
No, that's why I have my
You just
camera on, because
Freudian
people want to
slipped
see my
idiot.
No,
cat.
this one-
We don't need
this
more
one-
cats.
This
That's
one is
90% of
hilarious.
the idiot net.
Oh no, this one truly is hilarious. This one's worth a watch.
That's what they always say. This one. This is
No,
the
no, no,
one.
no.
This
I don't
is
think
the
it is
cat
one.
video.
What the f*** is that, a f***ing cat?
I've
Hey,
seen this.
don't f***ing look at me like that. That's a weird looking
Is that
cat.
Michael Rappaport?
Oh my god.
Ma!
It sounds
Yo,
like
there's a stray cat outside. I don't want it
Oh, it
starting
is
a
Michael
fight with
Rappaport. Look at the
Lucy.
top left.
Lucy, it's
Go
okay.
back, the cat's gonna be jumping
It's
out.
okay, Lucy. Don't worry about it. Ma!
nah!
Ma, there's a weird stray cat outside. It looks like grandma, the thing. Hey, get the out of here. I don't even know if that's a cat. Blink, mother. Hey!
And he was never heard from again.
That was
That was
definitely
not
Michael Rabbit.
disappointing, was it?
So,
I'm fucking crying. That was good.
Oh
Has
my
anyone-
god!
Has anyone seen the episode of Rick and Morty where Jerry is talking to a cat, like just a talking cat? That's kind of like what it reminds me of.
Never seen Rick and Morty.
Look, if there was a god, that cat would not exist. That is
Yeah.
fucked up. First thing. Just saying.
God,
What's
that
that
was
all
crazy.
about? Who are you DMing?
Oh God, Neil.
What? So,
You said who are you DMing? They weren't referring to that. Not direct messages, Dungeon Master.
oh, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It's like a sex thing.
Sure. I'm sorry. I'm not hip to the lingo.
Thank
So
you
does
for
that mean that
clarifying.
Dungeon Master is a double entendre then?
Triple entendre, actually.
Haha, multiple entendre. Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
As Phil Ken 7 would say.
Entendre on top of entendre on top of entendre.
With a couple
I
of
used to know a
innuendos
girl
thrown
named
in there.
Entendre. No, I'm
I
kidding.
mean, at that point, it's just an orgy.
Well,
So,
okay.
And the problem is?
No problem.
There's a problem here?
so Dave.
It would
Simply
depend on who's in the
Secular-
orgy for me.
We
but
don't
whatever.
call them problems. We call them obstacles to be overcome.
Oh.
He said, "Come."
Challenges. Challenge
So-
accepted.
Simply Secular, Dave, is stuck at work, but he said to say hello to everybody. He's watching right now on his lunch break.
Hi, Simply
Is
Secular.
he stuck
Dave.
under a crane? Was he
Um,
stuck in a cargo
Thanks for
container?
tuning in.
Is he stuck in the Suez Canal?
He's stuck in his canal.
Is he on
That
an
was a
evergreen?
big boat.
But apparently it was God that freed that ship, eh? I don't know.
He's
if
the
you-
lone digger right now.
Yeah. God only had to take a couple of days to do it.
Yeah.
Please tell me they didn't say that.
No, it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
of all the iron chariots around. That's why God couldn't do it. Gotta get those iron chariots out of the way before God can do anything with water.
I want to know what's in the containers that I've been waiting for 6 months.
Video cards.
More of these?
Yeah, yeah.
Blow up dolls.
Hey, whoa, those are mine.
Oh,
Finally,
no.
600 and
Never mind.
They're
That
all
would've been
video
horrible.
cards.
I'm not saying
The
that.
whole ship cargo container. Video.
20,000 containers of
no,
video
I know
cards.
Very
exactly
low
what it
weight.
is. I know exactly what it is and exactly what the guy who ordered it will say when it arrives. Finally, my 654 trillion bootleg copies of Spider-Man Homecoming have arrived.
Where's Google Eats?
Probably
Yeah,
down in
right.
Suez Canal.
Where is Google Eats?
And
Yeah,
tons
There's
of
so many
nice.
opportunities.
I can't stop eating
Genesis
these.
had to just do self-service there because Google Eats is.
You can
It's not
stop.
here
It's
today.
called putting the bag down.
Like, he's trying to do that. Really, I do. It's over there.
I mean, can denotes a
My hand
physical
is he's doing
possibility.
this.
It's the
Uh-huh.
want.
Neil, those are fake.
What?
You're eating wax chocolate.
I don't
What are
fucking
they?
care.
Reese.
What the fuck is
Oh.
wax chocolate? That sounds
I only like
a
the Reese's
carcinogen.
dark.
not
That's
me.
what I was telling them, Jenna.
Reese's minis.
Dark chocolate's best.
I find that the ratio
Okay.
between chocolate and peanut butter in those are not as good as the actual original cups.
I don't fucking care. I love them.
You can buy Reese's cups with varying amounts of chocolate in them now too.
Probably
And
in the
varying
US.
amounts of peanut butter.
In
Not here in
Canada,
town.
we get like one.
They
of
actually
each
added a
thing.
peanut butter layer at the top to make it a peanut butter lovers.
But they give
Oh,
us this one here in
see?
Canada.
Can I get
Yeah.
like a double stuffed Reese's?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Called
Yeah,
a
but the fucking
big
half
Reese.
pound one.
Big
like
cup.
the size-
Oh, those
Big
are good,
cup.
Neil. Those are
I
good. They
like
take
those.
a long time to eat. They're really good.
No, they
Neil-
don't.
Neil
Look.
ate one on a stream once.
My
Yeah.
God, I finally found a subject I can debate. Go. I know chocolate. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what the debate is though.
White
No,
chocolate.
either.
White chocolate is not actually chocolate.
Well, before you came on, Sweet, I was
Wow.
saying how
White
I don't
chocolate is
debate
a
because I don't know
basketball.
shit. And I know I don't know shit, so I don't debate.
So,
Well,
so-
now I got something. Chocolate.
Let's
what's your
debate
favorite
that. Is
chocolate?
white chocolate chocolate?
No.
No.
There's
B,
no,
what's
there's
your
no
favorite?
cocoa in it.
White milk or dark chocolate?
Dark.
You like dark most, yeah.
Dark.
Like 65 to 70.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
65.
Always dark chocolate.
I like the milk.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen.
I like 85% baking chocolate. It
You
hurts
like
to
bitter.
bite into.
Oh,
If it's fucking chocolate, just give it to me. I don't give a fuck what
They
percent.
have it
it
up
is.
to
I'll
like
just take it all.
91% or something. And it's just like a chunk of
I
cocoa
like
nib.
going to.
Cocoa.
I
don't
like
care.
visiting the 10-pound Hershey bar at Williams Sonoma every once in a while, thinking to myself, one day I will buy you.
I would
Yeah,
have
that-
bought
that's what I
one,
was
but
gonna
they
say.
don't make it in dark chocolate.
When they roast the cocoa beans, the white chocolate is made from the shit that they skim off.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the solids, the milk solids off of
Yep.
it, but not
Yeah,
the
it's
cocoa.
milk. It's not chocolate.
Yeah, and sugar.
Invented by accident?
Yeah, it's
I don't
milk
like
and
white
sugar.
chocolate, so I don't give a shit. But
I think it's disgusting. It tastes
Chris
like
was just trying to make my ears bleed.
I'm fine with white chocolate personally. Like, I feel like it has its uses.
Fuck you, sweet.
I agree with you,
yeah,
Genesis.
throw it at people.
White chocolate Toblerones because it's got the nougat in it.
Yeah, those
And
are
it's about the nougat, not the chocolate.
But like, I just feel like in baking, right? Like sometimes you want some like a decorative thing to put on a pastry or something, and you don't want to go with dark chocolate, so you go with white chocolate purely for aesthetics.
I agree with you. There is actually, I will admit it, Subway sells those famous Amos cookies, and it's macadamia nut white chocolate.
Yeah.
I hated working at Subway.
Those, me too. I worked there when I was like 20. It sucked.
Jesus.
Anyways, I worked my ass off there. But those damn cookies they have, those are on point. And that's the only thing white chocolate I like are those cookies. If you haven't tried them, I suggest it.
Somebody told me about those macadamia white chocolate cookies, and they're fucking so overrated. I'm sorry.
Which ones?
As a child,
White chocolate
walking
macadamia nut
pronunciation is
cookies.
confusing.
From where?
From Subway.
But what
Well,
about,
Canadian Subway must be doing it wrong. I'm just saying.
It is.
They're all the same.
have you tried the
And the
Felix
raspberry
and-
cheesecake with white
Doesn't
chocolate.
your
chunks.
McDonald's
That
have a
was good.
pizza or something?
Yeah, it did.
Used to.
Used
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, see.
McDonald's, they can barely do burgers.
They've got to stay in their lane.
Those
Yeah.
aren't
McDonald's
burgers.
can barely do food, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason the McDonald's did away with its pizza because it was actually a huge moneymaker for them was that it was taking too long for people to get through the line.
I never had to wait very long.
Okay,
So-
anecdote, Andy.
One thing I don't understand is why they keep popularizing the McRib every single time
Okay,
they
never
bring
mind.
it back.
Neil's had no question, folks.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. Nobody seemed to care. So
I was trying to read it. I saw Lego and I don't know.
Now, does it have to be
Can we
an
give her the
actual
cookies?
Lego model, or can we just make something off
Okay.
top of our head into a Lego model?
We're focused now. Show us.
if you could build any Lego model you would want, what would you build?
No, wait a second. I don't understand the question. Is it a Lego model, meaning it's something that Lego already
One that's in
makes,
existence
or is
or
it
one we can
anything that you could make out of Lego?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anything
that's what I
that we
wanted.
can make out of Lego.
Well, you
Like,
can
does
make
it have
almost
to be
anything.
a box set, or can I just build something?
Could make a Lego
Your girlfriend?
I was gonna say if they weren't so sharp to lay on,
I'm
I'd
not
say girlfriend, but that would be uncomfortable.
I just, just a big old dick.
Yeah.
Big old Bic?
A
Something like
life,
that.
a
Actually, mine was-
life-size recreation of Minas Tirith.
I would build a life-size house.
Oh, that's just either or. Either or. If you could build something out of Lego, what would you build?
Life-size Minas Tirith with the white tree.
Jesus
Life-size
Christ.
house.
I don't know what that is.
Show 'em, Swede.
Minas Tirith is the city that was attacked in Return of the King.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yes, yes.
The white tree.
Yes,
The one
all
where
right, I
Demeter
understand
ran
now, I
off the
understand
cliff
now.
on fire.
Fuck.
Actually, I'm on a Lord of the Rings kick right now. You know what? Life-size Isengard.
Yeah, Dave says yes, stuck under a crane.
Yeah.
Minas Morgul. Minas Morgul would actually be the really cool one. That's the one where the Black Riders come out of.
Huh.
What would I
That.
build?
I don't know.
Life-size Andy Circus. There we go.
No.
I win. Can't beat it. Can't beat it if you tried.
See, I'm too practical. I'm trying to think outside the box, but I keep thinking stuff like, oh, I could build a shelter over top of my tiny home to keep the sun off it. No. Think bigger, B. Think bigger.
Yeah, I just linked what. Share my screen, Neil. That's what I would
What?
build.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Fuck.
Yes.
Hang on. Okay.
There's a fucking mosquito
Okay.
here.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Cool.
Oh, Bugatti.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's a fully working life-size Lego Bugatti.
Really?
Yeah, it actually works. Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
I've read about this.
Huh.
It's not
That
as fast as the real
pretty
thing,
cool.
but it runs.
Yes, it goes 300 kilometers an hour, and it's made out of Lego.
I wonder what kind
It
of
does go
epoxy
300?
they use to put that together with, because you can't just click them in place.
I gotta get my converter.
No,
A lot of
I've-
gluing.
I've thought of it. This would be like the best worst idea ever. A working Lego oxy-fuel torch. Like as soon as I turn it on, it's going to explode, right?
186.
You think?
But like,
Giddy.
you know, up until that point, it's gonna be pretty cool, right?
Up until that point, you turn it on. This is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Everyone put on some protective clothing.
It's like building a real life-size Lego rocket ship. It's really cool till you reach atmosphere.
I would say a life-size recreation of a superstar destroyer.
That'd be cool.
That's what I was going to say. I'd build
That's
a
22
life-size.
kilometers long.
Wow.
I would build a life-size X-wing. For sure.
I'd build a life-size Starship Enterprise if I could, next generation class. But I don't know.
Next
this
generation
building-
class? You mean galaxy class?
Yeah, well, from the next generation.
For the people that don't know the classes, you could just say D.
D,
You
thank you.
could do.
He wants the D.
I want a
But
house
actually-
boat.
I think it would be more fun to build would be
It's a much better way to
I,
phrase it.
I try to think of something that's not dirty, but Christian said my idea, and then Tweed has to follow up.
I was thinking the city of Rivendell would be another neat project.
Oh my God, that was the most beautiful
Anything
thing, and out of
significantly
any of
hard
them,
enough.
it was beautiful. I love that part of the movie. Yeah. Ease.
Wait, does it have to be just Lego, or could I put like servo motors in this thing?
No, he'll build it.
Girlfriend.
No,
Lego.
Techniques has motors, so
Yeah,
it's still
that's right.
technically Lego.
No, but I mean like
You could mix
real
Duplo in if you
real
wanted.
servos.
You could mix Duplo in if you wanted.
It's kind of going the wrong direction there, Randolph.
No,
Lego
actually, they
platform.
all fit together. Every
My
single.
little brother had a
every
Duplo set,
single,
Randolph. It was so fun.
Every single scale of Lego
What
fits
is
into the
that?
next scale
Oh,
up.
okay, Grant.
Yeah, I've
Right.
seen that.
All right, I'm getting harassed. I told you guys I was only going to go till about 8:30, so I got to call her quits.
In answer to the Lego question,
I thought you were sleeping.
it would have to be a London bus.
Oh, that's cool.
course.
Yeah, the double decker.
Yep.
At least when you hit a low bridge, it would all just like come apart.
Depends on the epoxy, I'm telling you.
Great.
No, I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
What is that, Randolph?
It is a little space utility vehicle I built when I was a kid. So
Wow, look at that.
still got it.
Oh, I thought you were
I'll
going
be
to say you took
darned.
it to space.
I never got the opportunity.
Oh,
I still haven't built my my Mandalorian one.
I know. You tell us every month. I still haven't built it.
I
If the
know.
one time you say I did build it, we're all going to be shocked and surprised.
No, I'm going to film it when I build it.
Neil, you have to like do like a
Just film it
stream where
live.
you just build it.
Yeah,
Do it
that's what I'm
full
going to do.
life.
Are you gonna have a panel on?
We should
Probably
discuss your
He
skills,
would
your
never
Lego
get
skills.
done. He'd never get shit done. We had people.
That's true.
No, we got peer pressure. He'd have that shit done in 2 days. We'd be like, oh, come on, Neil.
B,
Step it up.
B.
Get that
You haven't
club
learned
going.
by now that I don't buckle to peer pressure?
Did you say beer
True.
pressure or peer pressure?
Oh,
I
no,
can't
peer.
remember.
Beer works.
Peer pressure. I don't give into beer pressure. Yeah, I do give into beer pressure.
Oh,
All
peer
right,
pressure
who
is
else
a
has
whole
Lego
other story.
toys here they can pull out? Because I think it's time to showcase them.
I don't think I'm ready to pull out anything at this hour.
Oh my
Wow, that escalated.
Well, if you don't use any other protection, you might as well pull out.
Oh my God! Oh snap!
You didn't have to.
Damn it, Sweet,
You
stop
didn't
topping
have
me.
to.
All the children out there, don't do that. It is not a guaranteed method of birth control.
Why is it
Fair enough.
everything Christian says we gotta just be one step over it?
Yeah, that's
Unless you're extremely
Swede, you didn't have to
it's his
cross a
existence.
line. Swede, you didn't have to do that.
Yes, I did.
A habitual line stepper. This individual is.
Hey,
That's a
hey,
scarecrow.
Look at that.
It's a scarecrow.
If you want to see some habitual line stepping, come on a Proudly Radical stream that I start on, and yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
That is a line stepping stream.
Hey,
Good man.
while ago.
Man.
Nice.
I have to go.
It's Dorothy.
Dorothy. She's got pigtails.
And the lion.
Where in the hell's Toto?
And the cowardly lion. Right
Where's
there.
Toto?
Just get to here.
I hope he didn't
There's
mistake Toto
Toto.
as a gummy.
No, he was the king
No, okay.
of the forest.
I like it.
Little Wizard of Oz.
here's Poe Dameron.
Ooh.
Hey.
See, my ADHD won't let me do that shit. Like, you know what I want to do? I need to have a tiny home that's movable with a second story, and I can start a bunch of projects and leave
There
them
you go.
there, and I can
Like-
wrap around. Or because I can't sit and do one thing for only YouTube and you guys. You're my only addiction. I can do over and over again all the time.
I wish I could quit you.
I don't want to quit you, Swede. Hey, did Godless Sewing tell you what his mother calls him?
Brokeback.
Broke Black Mountain.
Wow.
I said, your mom called you
Wow.
that? He said, yeah. She used to call me Broke Black Mountain. What are you doing now, Broke Black Mountain? Like,
Wow. That's
that's hilarious, man. I mean, what kind of they must have a great relationship if she can say that to him.
Anyway. All right.
That's
so
mom. Moms can say whatever they want.
I'm going to wrap this up, guys. So what I would like to do before we go, it's the last call for alcohol, but what I would like to do is have everyone let folks know where they can find you. So, Grant, why don't you let folks know where they can find you, sir?
Well, last week I set up my Twitter account, Stone Monkey Lab 1, which who knows what will happen on there. I mean,
It's Twitter.
Lots
You'll
of
see
drama, some funny stuff, and a lot of boring shit.
Well, go and follow him on Twitter so he gets, that way. So he gets, like notifications on the community of what's going on, right? So
And then I'm intending to set up YouTube channel Stone Monkey Research Laboratories at some point.
all right. Excellent.
very nice.
Rory, what about you? Where can people find you? England.
At the Queen's Palace.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm on Twitter under my avatar that you can see, and my name, Rory Herbert, actually. But yes, I have a YouTube channel with one video on it, driving to the pub in my Morgan motor car when we were allowed to drive to the pub. In fact, we've actually now only yesterday been allowed to drive to the pub again since the lockdown. So
Oh, wow.
There we go.
All right.
All right. Randolph?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can folks find you?
That's me.
As Randolph has said all night, he's a blonde.
Carry on, Jenna.
No, that's it. I'm
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, that's
I'm scared.
Well, I'm Randolph Richardson. I'm trying to, through Canadian Atheists at www.canadianatheists.ca, we're presenting a campaign to normalize atheism which you can find out more about at www.normalizeatheism.ca. And then, yes, and Neil is our community advocate. He's a big help to us.
I don't do anything.
Well, that's what you think.
Yet.
No, you've done plenty already. Then there's the upcoming call-in program, atheism call-in program, True North Talk, that Neil and I will be co-hosting once I get the studio ready, and that you saw me building earlier. So that you can find out more at www.truenorthtalk.ca. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and it was great to see everybody here today.
All right. Gorilla, where can folks find you?
www.quietgorilla.ca.
And that's it. And Twitter.
Moving on.
Yeah, well, anywhere there's a quiet gorilla on the internet, it's probably me.
Yeah, that's right. The not so quiet guy. So, Jenna, what about you?
Well, yes, you can find me on Twitter, Jenner_BFA. I forgot what my handle is.
Because it's new.
Yeah, and I'm terrible at answering DMs because I'm just like I'm always working and stuff, but I just forget the darn thing, and I'm like, oh, oops, I gotta respond.
It's true. I love her to death, but she always forgets to get back to me. It's true.
I sent her 4 messages today. I didn't get a single response back.
See?
What? Seriously?
See?
I'm just kidding, Jenna.
I knew it.
Try harder.
See,
Try
I
sending her more.
believed you, and I didn't.
I haven't gotten one back in 13 days.
That's actually true.
Yes, guilt tripper.
I do.
Jewish grandmother.
Let her finish.
Sometimes Twitter loses messages. It might be Jenna's fault.
Yes. I do host my show Thursday evening with my friend Justin, the If We Are Sober podcast, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Occasionally I am on the nonprofits with Neil as well. I'm off this month because this is like my month to like work late shifts. So, but I'll come back on it in May. Other than that, I will try to reacclimate myself into streams. It's just been a rough few weeks, so there you go.
All right. Christian, where can people find you?
That's a good one, Neil. It's really fucking funny. No, I used to be an atheist activist. Now I just work a day job, so you can't find me anywhere.
They can, though. They can find you in my after parties. How about
That's
that?
true. Neil's after parties, and then like also if you just Google Christian J. Watkins, my stuff will probably still come up. But don't do that because no new things are coming for a very long time. That's what she said. Anyway.
About not coming or very long?
Sounds like marriage.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. All right, B, where can people find you?
Be no just be. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I do live streams that last anywhere from an hour and a half to 3.5 hours. But everybody jumps in. Sometimes I do different topics, sometimes I don't. Just kind of do an open mic scenario. If anybody has things they want to talk about and they'd like to come on, hit me up on Twitter. And that's Being Mindful, and most of you already have me. I don't even know why I'm saying this right now, but maybe for a future person that watches this. So hit me up on there. I'll do any topic. I invite everybody. I've pretty much had everybody on here already. And those of you that have not come on, shame on you.
We got to set that. Well, don't shame me.
Some people even build things on screen.
No, I was really looking at Gorilla, but
I've also never been there. So
see, you should come too.
I've also never been many places.
Christian, you literally don't exist at this point.
That's true.
I
I'm an amorphous metaphysical blob.
There you go.
Well, I'm glad you showed up today, Christian.
You can only reason to me metaphysically. If you
Can you be a blob and not be amorphous? Can you be a morphed blob?
Yeah, you can be a morphed blob.
Amorphous blob.
Okay, you guys behave. So let me finish real quick.
There's an
To answer the question in the chat, someone with ADHD, don't you experience hyperfocusing? Yes, Matthew, I do, but only if I'm really into what I'm doing. Like when I'm doing woodworking, there's nothing else there but me and the wood and the saws. Like I get super hyper focused. I'll forget to eat for an entire day and not eat until like 8 o'clock. I'll stay out there for like 12 hours and just work on stuff. And then there's other days I don't give a shit and I'm totally lazy. But yeah, it's only certain things. It's pretty much just like woodworking. Everything else I bored within 5 seconds.
Awesome.
And executive dysfunction is a bitch.
It's not your turn, Swede.
Yeah, shut up, Swede.
Yeah, Swede. No, I'm done. Go ahead, guys. I'm done. Thanks, Neil. I
All right.
appreciate you having me on.
Oh, always a pleasure. Genesis, where can people find you?
Hi,
we know
I'm
about
Genesis.
that one, but anyway.
I'm gonna shout it out anyways.
All right.
Hi, I'm Genesis Undead. I used to be a YouTuber, and now I'm kind of a YouTuber. I'm gonna have another Nightmare News Now eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna have a Nightmare News Now, but I just haven't been interested in any news topics recently. When I am interested, I will make that video though. Also, you can find me at Nat One Heroes, where I play a fake Australian gnome. You know, who doesn't love fake Australian gnomes? Yeah, so if you like Dungeons and Dragons, check it out. It's cool. What else? Oh, pretty soon I'm going to be doing a weekly stream on Fridays where I talk about some science topic with a panel of guests. So if you were a YouTuber and you're interested in being a part of that, let me know. DM me on Twitter at Genesis Undead, and I'll put you in my Answers in Genesis Twitter DM group. So yeah.
And I'm assuming that on Friday is 10 p.m. Eastern, so it's 2 hours after I start, right?
No, because I don't have school on Fridays, so it's gonna be 8 Eastern.
8 Eastern. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We'll compete, buddy. I got you. No, I'm kidding. I would, honestly, I'm interested again in D&D. I'll have to talk to you about that.
Actually, I forgot about
no
your
more.
show. It might actually end up being 10 because you have your show and I want to be on your show. So, yeah.
I'll come over and hang out afterwards. Yeah. And you'll make me cut my shows short. So that would be great if someone would cut me off.
All right.
Or cut my panel off. So just keep going.
Please, I don't want anything cut off.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to shout out. So it's Swede's turn.
Fuck you, Swede.
Hi, I'm the Irish Swede. You can find me wherever Christian Watkins is, one-upping his jokes.
He's my cleanup.
Which is usually, Christian. If you want to find Christian, actually, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually about 7 o'clock, there's a stream called Proudly Radical that you can just call his name out 3 different times, like Beetlejuice, and he'll suddenly appear.
I crawl up from the walls and slowly exclaim really radical ideas to you.
I thought I saw you earlier, but then I flushed.
Neil.
Sorry.
Or
the
you
movie
can
like
find me
Coolies,
on B's streams because we like to come on and talk about World War II stuff because that's always fun.
Yeah.
I would like Pete to put out another video where he's like nearly irate.
Nearly irate. Yeah, it's hard for me to actually get upset about something, although there have been a few things lately. But
Do it. Put it out there. Do it.
Anyway, so yeah. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter. There's Twitter handle somewhere. Yeah, right over here. Yeah.
Well, I'm actually covering it up at the moment. No, you're not allowed to plug that. Sorry, Titan.
I'll take the chance.
Amy Newman's great. I'm going to be teamed up with Amy Newman in the near future on Modern Day Debate. The date's not figured out yet, but Nephilim Free and Standing for Truth will be our opponents.
I don't even know who that is.
Your opponent's going to be Nephilim Free.
Personal win in the family tonight, as my wife admitted to me, she's begun the process of deconstruction.
Really?
Oh, wow.
deconstruct.
Wow.
So here's what happened this past weekend. My fundy parents came over, and they were in the other room explaining to my kids the Easter story, and me and my wife were in the other room, not in earshot of them to hear us, but we could hear them. And my wife looked at me and goes, "I finally get why you think they're fucking crazy."
Wow.
She's just sitting there listening to it, and it hit her, huh?
Yep.
Good for her.
Irish Swede, my advice to you is let her take it at her own speed.
Yep. I looked at her and I go, all you have to do is start reading the Bible and read it from a perspective of someone that has never read it before, and you took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, yay, wifey.
So
that's
You should
great.
take her out.
Let her know that I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Next stop, Neil's stream.
Not what I meant.
That's
The English language is so ambiguous. It's so
It
fun.
is.
That's very pleasant news, Irish Swede.
Great.
Give her a pat on the head and a firm
Hold it.
handshake.
Yeah. You're hold it, sweet. You're celebrating a little on the inside, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, because it's funny because 12 years ago when we were dating, she almost dumped me because I was a fundy like my parents, and now it's this
Wow.
whole process on the other end.
Wow.
Wow, fundy Irish Swede.
Yeah, I was
I'd
a
like to
fundy
meet him.
right-wing Ayn Rand.
Yes, that's the
Wow.
part I'd like to meet.
The Ayn Rand version of me.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, having never had religion, that part I just never get. But the Ayn Rand stuff, yeah, that
I find this very interesting because there are people going both directions. Like recently, there is Justin from the EA show.
Hey. We don't talk about that right now.
Oh, we don't?
EA or Ayn Rand?
No.
Oh,
The
I'm just going to say he converted Islam. That's it. So.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone's well aware.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick one, Neil.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't want to end this on a downer, but as somebody
don't.
mentioned World War II,
Yeah.
my ex-headmaster was the first British officer to discover Bergen-Belsen concentration camp.
Wow.
He actually
Right near Hogwarts?
he described it as he thought he'd come across a lunatic asylum.
Wow. Yeah. I can only imagine, man, because actually I wouldn't want to imagine some of the shit you would see.
Well, anyway, this has been Neil the 64 Atheist.
Randolph, what are you debating with standing in Nephilim?
This show is never going to end.
It's unclear. We're still trying to figure out the topic, but it's going to involve creation and evolution primarily. So,
okay.
This is something you guys can talk about after.
Can we end this because I need to take my nighttime weed and go to sleep?
You can do that anyways.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting until we end. I don't want to just blink out of existence
Everyone knows
randomly.
that Neil's streams don't end until an hour after he says they're going to.
That's how you.
Please check the private chat. I sent you something there. So.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to you, Neil.
That's why it starts with Neil. I need to translate between you two. That's why you've got me here.
You're probably right. All right,
I didn't even hear him say Neil.
He didn't. That's okay. He just said, please check the side chat. That's it.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like.
it. We're going to call it. Grant, thank you again for being that
Yes.
guest tonight.
Thank you, Grant.
It's my honor.
That was my honor.
It was a lot of fun, Grant.
And Rory,
Nice
nice to see
meeting
you pop into the chat. It's been a while. And so it's good to see you're still with us.
Well, as always, as I can be. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, my friend. All right, until next time, guys. Don't forget that my amazing patrons are the reason that you guys get to hang out for 3 hours and watch me be ridiculous with my friends on the internet. And Randolph and I are starting our own show, as he mentioned earlier, called True North Talk. You can head over to www.truenorthtalk.com to find out all the details We don't know when we're going to launch yet. We're still, as you can see in the background earlier, Randolph is still putting together the studio, and I go over and help whenever I can.
Yes.
And as Jenna mentioned also earlier, the revamp relaunched No Off Profits airs between Talk Heathen and the Atheist Experience, and I'll be on this week's episode. Jenna will be back with us in May. Lots of great guests that we have in, like Mikey Famine, my producer, X from the Utah Outcast. Lots of great people that come into that show, but and a great host like Cynthia and Puck and Martin and Malty, and just the list goes on. Jim Barrows, you name it.
People that make us
Everyone's
feel
there.
stupid.
Yes. That's why I don't talk much on that show. All right, so don't forget also that the last Saturday of every month I have a little fun with my buddies Andy and Seamus on a little show called Atheist Drinking Out Loud. Head over to Andy's channel, which is Laughing in Disbelief, and you can find it there. We should be doing something at the end of this month. We didn't do something at the end of last month because of the whole thing with my mom. So sorry about that, guys. You missed a month, but we'll be back. And that's it, guys. So like I always say at the end of these after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time. Oh shit! I should probably pay attention, huh?
Oh my gosh!
You don't